further ado, let's begin from Evgeny, I believe.
Hey, today is a big day. It's a builder's time and it's a launch time. And today it's a launch time. That's why we are with extended team in here. We invited different partners. We have different guests. And throughout the stream, we will be presenting our new staking feature and voting and governance, which you would get with AI Guru, which we've been promoting for the whole week before and this week. And then we would go through application launcher and other partners. So prepare for it. And that's the beginning. And we would also cover the proposal, which everyone can vote on and get the rewards right away throughout the meet. So let's start.
Yeah, I'll pick it up from here. I think important thing to say is that this stream is going to be a little different from the streams we've done before. It's not going to be just a quick MA session. We're really trying to make it into a festival with guests, with interactive pieces, with just breaking down. Get some coffee, get some drinks, get comfortable, spend some time with us. We're going to be unveiling new technology. We're going to be sharing exciting announcements, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Let's bring it.
What should we get started with? What do you think would be the biggest piece that we can kind of get rolling, tease things into?
Yeah, let's start with proposal. Max, can you cover the recent proposal we just posted? And we welcome community to start voting for it, get the rewards and everything.
All right, sure. So let me share. Can I see it? Can everyone see the proposal? Okay, yeah. All right. So basically what we're doing, I think we will say a lot of words about what we're going to do and what we're proposing, but it's maybe one of the formal parts, but very important to everyone to participate. And it's kind of in not that private language, but explains what we actually want to do and how it's going to work. So the proposal is framework for launching ecosystem project via Guru staking and compulsory frauds and AI Guru credit calculations. So basically, what we're going to do, launching the applications within the Guru ecosystem and build around it the really repeatable wizard, or I would say launchpad mechanism. So we have a community that support the projects that launching on our framework, and we reward the community back and providing them the way how to manage this ecosystem and specific apps. So regarding the framework, it's a proposal. There is a long story about how it covers, how it works, but I want to just to focus on some main things that just to highlight it. So you can stake your Guru in on dexguru.guru website, and based on this stake, you're getting after 30 days of period, you receive AI Guru tokens, which is basically not token, but some kind of accrual internal things that you can use to convert to these new token projects, new project tokens that going to launch. You're getting.
Sorry, regarding of this, I wanted to cover something. So we are combining our airdrop program with a staking program. So when you stake in via early adopters slots, you eligible for airdrop. You start receiving it, and you start receiving AI Guru right away. And then you voting for different projects in our ecosystem, which you launch from the wizard, which different apps in our ecosystem, and those votes going towards different conditions in there. So basically, AI Guru is delivered to you right away. You are voting with it, and you getting benefits and future drops in those future apps. This is roughly the same, and we combining both things together. So Max, to you.
So basically, yeah, we're combining the two things. The first one's staking. So you hold your Guru for a specific period of time, just to show your commitment, your support, your community sentiment around these new ecosystem projects, which is really important for them and for the ecosystem in general. Based on that, you getting the. Oh, actually, I have a nice diagram that's showing it.
And it's a way to support the projects which are launching, start the process for them to actually become a token in future and share this token within the community. We based on the B2B pipeline, we actually build with Yarrow and talking about the wizard and what we're actually proposing to the chains in here. We figured that every chain is looking to manage the applications and like ecosystem apps which are launching in it, as well as distribute the grants through this mechanism. And that's by this voting, you effectively distributing the grant to one community, another one, or other application. So Max, do you have a diagram? Oh yeah.
Yep. Just need to share.
It's just a stage button here. Always hanging.
So the process is really straightforward. Even though like the proposal is long, but what you need to do if you would like to participate, you just need to qualify to eligible for the participation. It's really a low bar for requirements, so like just having NFT, any NFT collection, or like and 10 gurus, 10k gurus, which you can stake in it in one of the chests that you can find in the app. And based on that, you enter the lockout period for 30 days. And during this period, you're getting the rewards from the community pool. So it makes sense to join this earlier. So like every day is going to be the some amount of guru for the specific projects will be distributed among the participants on daily basis. And at the end of staking, just you need to just to make this one action in the app, and in the end of staking, you're getting all the gurus that you staked in it, plus the one that you get as a reward, and all of that is getting converted into AI guru credits, which is basically proxy for and going to be exchanged for new token supply, which will be airdropped to your wallet. And that's it. Yep. So basically,
super diagram. We need to publish it in our community. And we have a special guest in here in regards of the proposal and everything. Guys, you can go vote for it right now. Get guru and rewards. And here is a rough idea of it. And don't hesitate to do it. And without further ado, go for proposal. And now to our special guest, Yara, can you present?
All the links to proposal will be in the comments below, guys. And we have our special guest, Emmanuel. Welcome.
Hello, guys. Hello. Bro, I'm super happy that finally we have a call together. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, you sound awesome. Hi, Manuel.
Well, yeah, so I was connected on Brave, but this platform doesn't allow you to use Brave. So I had to like go Chrome, old school, non-Web3. So I'm like, damn. No, but I'm super excited to see you guys and see your faces.
Well,
I've been
we're
sending
happy
you
you like.
some love. I was sending you some love on Twitter. So
Amazing.
I'm a big fan of your calls. So guys, yeah, maybe we can start with a few questions or a few intro. If you guys can introduce me a little bit to your community, and then a little bit of what we're going to be talking today.
Yeah, I think I can get started with that. It's not a secret that we've been working with Utopia team for quite some time, and we've been cooking under the hood amazing technology and helping you guys with your product while we're also building our product. And it's been a long journey, amazing journey that we went through together. You helped us reshape our product. This is part of what we're presenting today. Your team brought a lot of great ideas of things that you actually need. That's what we kind of incorporated into this tech. So thanks for being part of this journey. And I look forward to seeing what you guys launch very soon. I know it's coming up any day now, but we're sort of kickstarting the whole process of showing what possibilities are. As we're sharing right now on the screen, you can see the Utopia app, which is going to be presented to all the community, available to everyone. I'm pretty sure early this week, maybe next week. You walk us through the dates exactly of what's happening there. But this is a partnership that's been long cooking in the process. And this is a true statement or example of what Guru Network technology can do and how easy you can build technology with utilizing existing modules, just like you can see here with Utopia. Emmanuel, walk us through your process, your journey with Guru Network. You've been part of this app building. Tell us how easy it was, how challenging it was, how was the overall experience being part of this?
Sure. So first of all, you guys created something crazy. So first of all, I want to congratulate you guys. Obviously, you guys are partnering technology, but as well in brains. I think that we already know until now that AI agents are going to facilitate Web3. I think that you guys have that super, super clear. Now, the process normally of taking an AI agent and put it into the market is complex, right? Is tedious, is annoying, it's a lot of learning curve because no one really knows what the hell is happening with AI. No one knows if the AI is already smarter than us or not, and it's hard to control it. But you guys have been extremely successful on putting the pieces together, and the management that you guys have internally is just incredible. I will say that the main challenge that I had with you guys, it was time zones, but you guys were available 24/7, so you guys are like pretty dope. But not only that, I will say that the main problem, besides the time zones, and this is the technical problem, is that it's hard to grasp like how big this is going to evolve. We don't freaking know how big it is going to evolve. And even if I spend over the weekends or like just like this fantasy time that you sometimes look at the rooftop and just say, yo, where is the next AI going to be? And it's definitely going to be in finance, and that is what is a little bit scary. But I feel like you guys, until now, I see that you're putting the AI in a little box. The AI is safe. The AI cannot leave the box at the moment. And I feel that you guys have like a beast that needs to be released. And you guys are just releasing the beast a bit by a bit.
That's where we're heading to. You were the witness of seeing how the outside of the box solution got evolved in front of your eyes. Because when we had our first meetings with Utopia team, we kind of discussed what we would want to do together, and then we kind of discussed the overall concept, and then boom, a few days later we come back with a fully functional app that is already working. You have different tabs, you have all these things happening live, and then of course we had the whole process of adding custom features, special requests. There was that like sort of aha magic moments, like, wow, you built this like overnight, because the solution that we provided right away is exactly what the app launcher does that we're launching today. It really gives you that application that feels real, that runs, that is available to everyone, just with the click of a few buttons. And then you can launch applications like Utopia and KOL applications and many, many, many more. This really, the capability of this is any developer with low code knowledge can come here, build anything from NFT marketplace to moonshot using this tech quickly, fast validation. I think in the era of AI, in the era of fast prototyping, this is a must. And if we were to like connect this Guru Launcher to something from Web 2 world, I would say it's a combination of WordPress and Wix.com for building websites, but for building actual freaking DeFis. And like you said, right, AI in finance space is the next big thing. And this is where Guru is merging 2 platforms. So everyone who is listening, something to keep an eye on. We have the app launcher, and then we have AI DeFi. And then at some point they're going to merge, and this is where the beast is going to be unleashed.
Yeah, and I'm actually to see what is the next vision. So you know, being seen on what is the
Manuel, I think we're having a connection issue right now.
I'm cutting. Can you hear me?
Good now. Yes, you're back. Yeah.
So I've been seeing that you guys have a clear future on AI DeFi, but guys, when I think on AI DeFi, I literally think on me speaking to a robot or like to an AI, and he's like, "Yo, can you do this snipe? Can you snipe on the next dog coin that drops on, I don't know, in this launchpad?" Like, do you guys see that as well coming, or you guys are limiting your brains to what we have right now instead of what we're going to have in the future?
Yeah, I would totally say that creating something huge that will take over the whole media space and will become the next meme coin launchpad or trading terminal or something like that, it's in hands of developers who's going to come and build on top of this AI launcher or app launcher, because the capabilities are pretty limitless, I would say. Evgeny, do you have anything to add to this?
The problem of founders, the problem of builders is always in that ideas you have, they basically, when you start implementing it, you hit on the wall, basically. You have big ideas, great ideas, but then it comes implementation phase, and that implementation phase, that's what was bothering me all the time. And actually squeezing it in, so the actual application, new AI capability, or whatever else in future would be delivered fast and robust at the same time. That's what we are trying to solve here as the founders, and that's what beneficial for every project. The speed of changes, that's what makes your business prevail. And in case of AI and in case of what we are building here, the ideas are crazy. We have this AI agent interface, and in there it's already servicing some Web3 stuff. Like, you can do the transactions, you can check the markets, you can do your own research, and it can actually notify you about price changes, all those kind of things. But how we envision it in future is that you as a user would actually go through some route in your research, and you would be able to say, okay, I want to build an agent from my particular workflow which I just passed, and that agent becomes a part of the ecosystem, part of the catalog which we share within the ecosystem, so everyone can use it and utilize in their community applications like Utopia application. So that's what comes, that's what's in our roadmap, and creating the shared space where user can exchange their findings and exchange their cool things focused on AI. That's the vision there.
Yeah, I actually have a question for Emmanuel. I know you guys build awesome product too, right? Utopia, all about rewards, all about making them accessible to everyone. You have some of the best partners out there to work with and to have these rewards programs with. And it didn't have to be in Web3. It doesn't have to be in that space. You're already doing an amazing job having these relationships, but you guys decided to go into Web3 and expand in that route. And I'm super happy we were part of this journey as well. And, we're supporting you throughout. Tell us about the vision. Tell us about how do you see this working together?
Good one. So, look, I got obsessed into banking. So I'm obsessed with banks, okay? And this is something that people get mad at me, especially people in Web3. But I believe that banks are the most fascinating industry that exists in the world. And then I got obsessed with cryptocurrencies. And I'm like, oh, sheesh, this is the new banking. Actually, crypto is the new banking. And then I'm starting to look into, okay, what is really a token? And then I start to study, okay, a token, the first stable coins that I perceived, it was actually coins in casinos, right? So it's like one coin, $1, that's stable. Then that's my vision. And then I'm like, cool, what is another stable coin, or what is a token that companies are using right now? And then I come into the definition, corporate currency. And the corporate currency are just points and rewards. And I'm like, cool. Who's the coolest rewards that I can imagine? And for me, but back then was Virgin, because Virgin was killing it 2 years ago. Now they're going a little bit down. And I'm like, cool, let's just get our rewards. And then I go to hunt for the guys that American Express uses, that MasterCard uses, and getting iPads. Right? Now I can tell you that the
Emmanuel, I think we have another connectivity issue, which is just a second. I want you to buffer because I don't want to miss what you're saying. I'm super interested.
No worries. So
Good.
when we saw what happened with Virgin, we tried to copy American Express, because American Express is still a bank, is a financial institution. So I'm like, cool, let's make the next American Express for crypto, the American Express points, and that's how you token drop. And whatever we build, like for example, you guys this amazing AI product, AI DeFi product, we're just going to put our main value proposition, that is, use your product with points in X brands. And this can be a Starbucks, it can be Amazon, it can be I don't know, I think we even have BMW store. So it's up to the people how much they want to use it, and up to the people how much they're going to make. So sorry if my connection is not like perfect.
You're great.
I'm in Dubai. It should be working better.
It's good. So to iterate or build on top of this, amazing reward system that already existed. You had tons of customers already. How does Guru's app extend your offering? You kind of mentioned the three pieces combining into one ecosystem. I kind of want to iterate on that so our listeners can really understand the depth of like the reason why would they need the app like that. What kind of level of interaction does it add to their customers?
So being fully honest, you guys are our bridge for DeFi and AI. Why? Because we don't want to take the DeFi into us yet. We like TradFi. Okay, TradFi is a safe spot. We like it. We speak with governments. Governments love us. Regulators love us. So every time that we go to DeFi, we're like, our knowledge is not there, and we don't have enough expansion power to go there. So you guys are actually doing that for us. So our economic model is pretty simple. You do a transaction, you make money with our coin, you spend our coin in our ecosystem, right? And you guys, we connect you into the transaction. So whatever transactions happen on your ecosystem, people will be able to make coins make our coins, and then spend it in the rewards catalog.
Yeah, amazing. Because this really extends to what the app launcher is all about. Like a biggest, we're intrigued and we're working towards it, is providing this platform for gaming companies, because building games is really, really hard. We know that from start to finish, all the assets, all the mechanisms, everything. And then if you do it online game, oh my God, that's just additional levels. But if you're trying to make it a Web3 game, then you have to think of the whole other side of all those nuances, tokens, trading, swaps, right? It's just super complicated. So we're becoming the platform that handles all of that. So you don't have to worry about that part. You can just focus on the game development itself, and then easily integrate with Unity or Unreal Engine and whatever you need to extend your offer and to have those, NFT skins trading within the game without you even thinking of building the infrastructure for it. This is where the biggest value prop. And thanks for sharing your example, because that really spotlights of the benefits of what we build. It just might seem like, oh, it's a builder for apps, nothing too complicated. Indeed, it's the tech under that is really, really meaningful there, right?
It is.
Sorry. In regards of AI and you talked about like banking system and so on, and how companies utilizing their AI agent with Crypto Fusion, those are like agents with bank account. Like, how would you imagine agents with bank account without crypto? You can't imagine it. But those agents can work with actual funds, points, whatever it is in your framework, and that gives unlimited abilities in there. And that's what I've heard on different conferences as well. Like what's on, especially in sections which are related to AI, like AI, main idea is AI and crypto fusion is like agents with bank accounts. Oh, by the way, have you been to Token last week?
Yeah, yeah. I was with DNA, like with the guys from DNA's like ventures. Yeah, no, even because I live here. But everyone was talking about what you're saying, dude. Is AI. It's like AI agents. And actually it's the agents. I know that you have the Launchpad, let's call it Launchpad Builder Infra, but AI agents actually, like I hear some crazy things. So what I've been hearing is that 1 year from now, I'm not talking about 2-3 years, 1 year from now, you have snipers, AI agents. You have AI agents that connect you instantly through voice with staking pools, that connect you instantly to swaps, that allows you to manage payments and everything. Dude, like this thing is going crazy, and I think that we're in the right path. Based on the technology that I hear from everyone, Guru is way ahead the game. But again, it's only months different, so let's not get too excited. We're 3 or 4, like you guys are ahead, but like for a few months, so we need to keep building.
Look, Emmanuel, something super exciting is I think this is the new era of merging finance and AI, right? And giving like capability of actually being agentic, not just being an algorithm, opens up new horizons. We all know all kind of different bots, right? For trading, for swapping, for whatever. Those just work based on algorithm alone. +1, -1, I do this, right? With agent, this is where we're coming into the whole new era. It's not just taking data that is +1, -1, but also analyzes modern news. What is the talk on the block? What is going on in social space? It can take all that information, process it with reasoning, right? And then make a decision that a human would do. I still think there is a little lag of like luck. Humans sometimes just get lucky. But I think this is as close as we can get with agentic interface, that there is no real luck. It's more of calculated decision that agents can do. And you mentioned that, you can trade, you can swap, you can do these things. How about you say, I want to de-risk my portfolio? And it doesn't, you don't even care what's going to happen to your money. It just de-risks. Or I'm willing to put this money for 10x. This is what I'm going for. Do what needs to happen, right? And this is sort of where Guru Network is heading towards, to build that capability. We partner with so many other platforms, amazing partners that help us do those things. And hopefully, eventually, we're going to be ahead of the curve. And Utopia accent in this, like, I love your name because it's just so futuristic. It's so Web3, and it makes sense because I think it's sort of utopian approach. But if we were to provide a agent that guarantees a return, which I don't know if that's even possible, but if we were, that would be the revolution, right?
It's not legal. It's possible. So look, what I see is that definitely that is coming. That 100% what you say is coming, like guarantees coming. But we need to learn what is the limits of the AI. Because right now I can tell you that we can start promoting baskets, we can start promoting financial advising, and people will actually pay for this. But it's like, do we want that our AI controls our wallet? That is in the end that's a good question, right? It's like, is the AI safe so people can hack the AI and tell them to send them your funds? Like, that is a possibility. But what I've been seeing is that, and this is a piece of art from your side, is that even if the capabilities to make the AI do everything, you guys are still choosing to limit the AI on what is responsible. And right now, the AI is limited to direction of the final customer. And if we can make later on the AI conscious enough to take financial decisions, and the risk someone's portfolio of investments, I think that we're going to be the next BlackRock. Like,
Yeah,
and the next BlackRock is coming from Web3.
it has to.
Guaranteed. It
And
guarantees.
there's a good question from community actually in regards to this. How do you ensure the project avoid concerns of pump and dump? And I would assume in AI kind of sphere. So like with AI, probably those things would be much more avoided.
That's a question. That's a fantastic question. Do you mind if I reply, guys?
Yeah,
Do you mind
we
if
would love to.
Yeah.
You're the guy with
So-
financial background.
No, so I can tell you, people with AI are the first ones to take the profit.
hmm
Guarantee. So if someone is dumping, is the AIs from the dumpers. Now the real question will be, what happens when everyone has an AI and everyone has the same AI? Well, the project will skyrocket, or the project will never succeed because the probabilities will be too risky. But I can tell you, at least from the next 12 months, people are still taking their time to adapt AI. So all the big earners are going to come from the AI army. Like, there's no way that people are faster than an AI right now. The AI already outperformed.
Here's interesting kind of thing. Like, if you really look back, and we've been witnessing this in our lives, in our times, where YouTube was not a thing, right? We didn't have like real live streaming or video streaming. Obviously, it's a most basic idea. Let's put videos on the internet, right? But technology wasn't there. You couldn't really do that. And the first company who could successfully do it was the company with infrastructure such as Google, right? And in Web3, currently we're in the same space. Like, we already are working towards having live streams like we're having right now in the sense of DeFi, but we're still building to get there. And one day when internet speeds goes fast and you can do live streams, whoever's first to become that king of the mountain with DeFi, with agents, will win the whole space. And this is where we're perfectly positioned as Guru Network to be one of those few companies that has the infrastructure to get there first, working quietly on the background, achieving those goals. And I think another big challenge, which I want your input on this, I think if AI gets really advanced, right, as a technology, and we have amazing smart agents, I feel like it's not going to be all about short term. I feel like currently people are short term because we can't keep enough information in head and process it. So if AI becomes super smart, it will think long term and it will make longer term bets. And I feel like if we're making longer term bets, we're not going to be having that much pop and dump. It's going to be all about where can we put the resources to build something that will accelerate other things. What is your take on this?
That is incredibly smart. That is incredibly smart, because if there is a common, okay, 1 second. High frequency trading. Let's please talk first about high frequency trading. What AI allows you to actually do is that it reacts faster. So for example, if you are going to invest $100, you normally, because you only want to do one click and you're lazy, you just do one click, done. Sometimes you do 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. But actually, if you provide your wealth to a consciousness that is educated enough, the consciousness will never dump the money straight away, because that is not a risk assessment.
It's
right?
not lazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's not lazy. Like, the AI has time. So I highly agree with your point of view. Now we need to know who's going to have the smartest AI, because the smartest AI will be able to monitor how much liquidity there is in the market. And once that you know how much liquidity there is in the market, they will need to know what are they going to do with that liquidity. The liquidity is coming, the liquidity is exiting. And now it's like, who has the most powerful AI? But I'm super happy that at least the big monsters in the AI space at the moment, that is GAFA, that is Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, They're not jumping into DeFi anytime soon. So we, Utopia Guru and the other players, we can definitely start to experiment and drop our products, and maybe we will have enough traction to overcome them one day.
That's power of partnerships, right? I feel like this is the biggest difference of Web3 versus anybody else, is insane sense of community, which never experienced that anywhere else. It's the people with like-minded ideas also supporting each other, knowing that like potentially we are outcasts because it's not mainstream in modern world yet, but everything was not mainstream until it became one, right? And us being ahead of the curve and actually figuring this out, I feel like Web3 has two major things that people should be looking after, is finance AI. I feel like people with this finance background, and honestly, it is complicated, and a lot of people from finance do move to Web3, which gives you sort of confidence that this is the space that you need to be in, right? And second is security. I think Web3 security is going to become world standard. And we really have the smart brains to create something that will be utilized absolutely everywhere, including banking. This is how we can penetrate step by step and replace systems that are broken with something that actually works. And with Web3 and AI, this is where you lower that barrier. You can have access to your information, to your wallets. But like you said, it has to be a controlled environment, right? So how do we make it safe? How do we make it accessible? And how do we make it so that every party who participates in this process actually benefits? And Web3 gives you all the tools. So I love that. This is a celebration today.
Yeah. No, I feel you. So look, and I lose you a little bit, and I think that is my internet. So I think that Evgeny should jump here. So guys, if you guys are planning on DeFi, what is the next step that you see for our product?
Yeah, and as I'm not sure if I can say about it, like in regards of the.
You can. This alpha.
Okay, in regards of the staking program of Utopia and staking of program of Utopia, which we preparing like right now at our stage environment and preparing it to go to production soon. Can imagine yourself AI which suggests you best options for you in staking based on what you have in your wallet, because there are multiple options right now in Utopia, and that's basically best portfolio management you can get, because we are educating this agent to manage the staking which proposed to the user like in the best way possible. So that's actually the next step, which is very interesting, to make this staking not just going through like different menus and choosing the best option for you, get suggestions and act on them immediately. So execution hooked up in the agent. And that's actually the technology which we embedded just recently with our ThirdWeb partnership, where we are hooked up account abstraction to social logins of the users. So AI agent is granted permission to manage some of it, and that's what allows it to do. And that's the next step, which easy step for us, because we already put together this kind of functionality in Dex Guru itself. So you can swap, you can trade, you can do all those kind of things, and apply it to staking, apply it to those mechanics which provided by Utopia. That's the next step.
Something I super love about Utopia is utility aspect. Like we had a meeting a few weeks ago with the rest of your team, with Tyler, and I was really diving deep into like the core of Utopia's project. And he's like, utility for the token. Like we want our token to actually mean something. We want it to be a brand. We want it to be like, oh, I want Utopia because now I can spend it, I can use it. There is multiple ways. It's a huge network where I can utilize this, which I think is the key. So good job to you guys for building an amazing project. We're happy to be a partner, happy to build the bridge into Web3. And I think together with taking your finance and economics and tokenomics knowledge, bring it with our tech, this is where you make super strong products.
No, dude, like I know that we're going to kill it. I know that we're going to kill it. We just have to be hyper focused. Like if if we get hyper focused in the next 4 or 5 months, we might be able to have the most advanced terminal. We can call it terminal, AI terminal in Web3. And I've been looking at your stack, like your tech stack. It's so scalable that it's painful. It's like, sheesh, I want to put 10 different functions. I want to go fully degen. I want to like, and at the same time, I want to do it like super try. You guys have a diamond that is still, and if you guys continue, we're going to kill it super soon, super secure. I cannot think on other partners right now that are doing DeFi AI like you guys. So congratulations.
Amazing. Internal joke, which is not a joke, it's a fact. Evgeny is a rocket scientist, built this company to take it to the moon.
One of the ideas of naming for Burning Meme, which is like meme coin launchpad built on our framework, was Mars shot. It's like moonshot, but go further. Mars shot.
Working in Mars.
Yeah.
Right.
And we are actually joking with Artyom, who's CEO of like Burning Meme, about that saying that because we're launching meme coins which are hooked up to AI agents. That's the rough idea of Burning Meme. And we're like, oh, it's a Mars shot because those memes actually funding AI agents and robots which would colonize the Mars. Crazy idea.
Look, I'm a little bit off with the internet. Can
you
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So Mars, I've been discovering this, and Mars is becoming a cult. And because I'm quite connected to the Elon Musk network, there is this Mars mindset is for people that are not limiting their brains to this world.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what everyone is saying, like in the Elon Musk network, right? Like it's like, if you're thinking in Mars, you're thinking outside this world. So the to the moon, I think that is over. We're going to Mars.
We're going to Mars, and sustainable civilization. It's like from the history is about 1 million agentic pieces. So which acting with their own like artificial intelligence. So with that sustainable civilization, and now it's 100% of population on Mars. Those are the robots. And next step, those robots with agentic intellect would have a colony of like 1 million, which would start terraforming and preparing and so on and so forth with their own like thoughts and so on. Not that we are building it in here, but as a crazy thought, our framework allows stuff like different workflows for the agents, and that's an Utopia app as well. So don't like block yourselves in small use cases.
No, look, like by the way, right now, if you give a budget to an AI of how to improve themselves through hardware, the AI is smart enough to make themselves more powerful with money, right? Like, so let's just be careful on what the hell are we building.
money is a power, right? That's
because the AI actually is starting to control the money, and I can tell you right now by the algorithms and hedge funds and all the LLMs that I saw in the last week, like literally in the last week for trading, AI is starting to take a lot of financial decisions. So let's just be responsible, aim for the best case scenario for us, for humans, for our community first. Like, let's protect ours first, and then we just aim for the rest.
This is a very interesting shift that I'm noticing, and I love being in the industry and the kind of seeing every 6 months to a year some like a new wave coming in, and it's not just a temporary wave; it's something that stays and influences the rest of evolution. And funny, we touched Mars and development because I truly believe that it's not going to be money that's the currency on those colonized planets. It's going to be tokens for community. You have to contribute, get tokens, and then you can exchange those tokens for something else, right? That is the only way how you can build that in the first stage. Well, guess what? Before Web3, there was no system to even run this. with Web3, you do have that. And I see this a big wave of like tokenizing communities. I think that's fascinating what's happening. This is our contribution of Web3 society into the future. Maybe it's all how it's going to be built out, because sure, the planet that we're on right now is already whatever it is, and maybe something will change, but it's easier sometimes to restart than change something, right? So if we're heading towards colonizing some other planet, and we'll have to have humans who are required to contribute and be part of the society to build for the best, it will have to be tokenization.
Look, just adding to that, the first currency in Australia was RAM. Yeah. So the first currency in Australia, because Australia, when the UK sent to Australia,
Emmanuel, just a second.
Yeah.
We want to catch you.
Oops. I lost you.
Yeah, you're doing great, and then for like 3 seconds you were freezing a little bit, and then you're back.
Yeah, so pretty much the first currency in Australia was RAM. I think that we can create a better currency than RAM. Okay, so
right.
And Australia, because the slaves needed to trade. They needed to trade food for something, and the common good, it was RAM. So I'm telling you right now, there's people right now that are getting paid thanks to Ucoin. I know that there's people right now getting paid thanks to Guru. There's people that are transacting our currencies, and it's just exciting to see that we're actually building economies. We're building it together, and hopefully one day we'll become one.
I love it. That sounds amazing. Evgeny, do you have any last remarks you would like to add, ask Manuel?
Yeah, maybe Snark as well.
Well, I just wanted to kind of add to it that technology is not evolving like gradually. There is technological leaps, and in Africa, people got mobile phones faster than landline phones, because it's much cheaper to build towers than to provide landlines to this big of a territory. And it kind of leads us to the thought that building Web3 economy, we do not even, we cannot even predict what's behind the corner, because this technology stack is already built. So probably we could someday upload our conscience into AI agent, which will be a robot on Mars, and colonize Mars this way, because we have to give another life forms a chance.
Yeah. And so speaking about Africa and mobile operators in there, we have another partner of ours for a year and a half already, like Telcoin. And Telcoin, it's literally a chain and network which is sponsored by multiple telecom operators in Africa, and they building the network. So it's a Web3 which would support those SMS transactions and everything, like a next type of chain which would work across telecom operators. And for Telcoin, we running like Block Explorer, we're running some other stuff, and we closely working with their cases. And when we show a framework to them, like what you can build with this, with those diagrams and everything, and how fast you can iterate with this traditional business process automation system at its core, they're like, oh, our mobile operators probably would love it, and so on. So as a case, with Utopia, Emmanuel, thanks for coming, because we're working closely with your team for quite some time already. And Tyler, he has been on those AMAs before, and he's so like, into economy of it, like, because it's all about how points converted to tokens and back, and especially working on the staking feature. It's a great team you've built, and I love working with them.
He was in the banking industry before, so that's why we.
I have one last hot seat question for you.
Yeah,
we're already working on Utopia app. We already have it ready, right? Take that aside. If you were to put a entrepreneur hat on, the founder, the builder, knowing what it is and knowing the capabilities of our app launcher, which anything from NFT marketplace to meme coin launchpad, what would you build? Well, we give a little like advice or inspiration to the developers and builders who are listening to us right now. Get them excited about what they can do, and what would you try to launch right away if given you can utilize this and then within a couple hours or days have something ready?
Okay, that's a hard one. Let me
we need to buffer a little bit.
Yeah, so can you hear me well, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a short term, I have 2 months to develop a DeFi AI agent. A DeFi AI agent that does risk assessment or high frequency trading, or at least Ethereum, because I know that Ethereum is pumping, so the risk will be lower, right? I will say short term. Long term, I have the dream of build Swift. I don't know if you guys know what is Swift, but it's the payment system. I have the dream to build the next Swift, and that for Web3, the next Swift, fully compliant, where everyone can do transactions and is unified across the world. Like, that's my dream. But short term, an AI bot that can hedge into major currencies and then distribute the token to the DAO. That's what I will do.
Evgeny, from technical point of view, how do you see this fit with the app launcher? Is that possible out of the box? Is that possible with minor modifications? Is that possible with major modifications?
Yeah, you're a real B2B guy. That's a B2B sales guy. That's what I can say. Now, like internally, we are talking about it, that apps coming out of our framework, especially this section where you're managing your portfolio. You have like all the transactions, you have balances, you have everything around it. We are always talking about, it should be flawless banking app. That's how it feels like it. And at the core, we have a business process automation system, which is supporting all those diagrams and everything. And I always open that, have them on my machine. And sorry, I'm getting too technical usually, and usually with Yaro we're talking about it. So those diagrams, they literally managing what you see in the app and what users see and what kind of model windows. And those are used in banking sector a lot. So those ERP systems and BPA systems, they already own it, and they all support in BPMN, and our framework is built on top of it. I have friends in different banks in IT sector of them who's using the same system we have in our framework for their applications, for like mortgage, for the whatever. And that's what powers it. So I would say we've built on a good foundation for this.
And I know that you guys can do the short term already, because that's an easy one. Yeah. The short term, it does the super easy, like drop an AI bot, create a Telegram community, connect that to there, do a trading bot, connect, and the decentralized through a pool. Like it will take 3-4 days.
Yeah, and you can also.
That's exactly what we're going to show later today on the show, how our wizard works. And right now the case for it is like community app. So you literally naming it, you launching it, then you hooking up the bot which you've put in there to your community, and it's immediately starting collecting the data from your community and put a leaderboard in there, which is like gamification stuff. And then from this leaderboard, it's like engaging for your community. You growing further. The wizard we are launching today, a little bit further down the line in the stream, exactly about it.
You see, actually, I will be competing personally from my own wallet. Okay, I'm super excited to see that, because guys, that's the future. Like, that's the future. So guys, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for you guys providing me all that information. I cannot tell you how grateful I am with the destiny, God, the energy, Gaia, whoever you want to call it, to put these two companies together. You guys are the other brain that we need. So thank you for have such a good work culture, and hopefully that we can maintain this relationship as strong as possible.
This is all it's about, right? Building strong relationships, building amazing products, because we have the smartest brains in this industry building something independently. And when we unite and we combine the knowledge, expertise, this is when we can achieve something fantastic. Thanks for being part of the Guru family. Thanks for being our supporter and cheerleader. And we look forward to building more, expanding more, evolving together, and providing better experiences to our communities.
Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot, Evgeny. Thanks a lot, Jared. Thanks a lot, Snark. And
thank you, man.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
joining.
guys. Keep it up. You guys rock. You guys rock. You guys rock. See ya.
Yeah, we'll keep your communities posted, and with Utopia launch, we would have this great product as part of the family, which lives on top of Guru framework.
Evgeny, when would be the best time to do some other announcements? Because we're not just focusing on the app launcher today. We have multiple things happening. It is a celebration of Guru Technology Guru Day. It's kind of super exciting. With all the pieces, they came together in one time. It's super fun. We have Radion online. Would love to introduce you to the team. Evgeny, do you want to do the intro or should I?
I will do the intro. Rodion, he's a great engineer. He's with Dex Guru team for 4 years already. He actually participated in first MVP of Dex Guru. We've shipped when 2021, Rodion?
Yeah, somewhat like that.
Yeah, do you remember how it was? Like crazy building and then shipping it and then
Yeah. In a hurry, we did it like on your knees, your laptop, and you just got in the backend API, and we did a front end side. Yeah, that was a great time, great beginning of what we have right now.
Rodion, he's a part of our team like 4 years already. And today, why you came here today? Why we have these talks? What are you going to present?
Oh, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys how you can use your Guru tokens, because we're launching staking program. Let me show the screen.
In regards of staking program, it's not only staking program, it's early adopters program plus staking program plus referral program in the same time. So you guys participating in it, and especially early adopters of our community, like season holders, everyone who's around, you just jumping in those chests, and that's what actually Max was presenting with proposal before. And you start earning airdrop along with new AI Guru governance token, which we use to bump up the applications which are started on Guru framework and which are applications in our ecosystem. By voting with the token, you actually granting the guys more and more voting power, which comes into the grants to them from Guru or into different forms based on the proposals for particular apps. So governance and voting program starts today as well. So Rodion, to you, bring this technology to the world.
Yeah. You can see here on the left side. Oh, first of all, you can access this page right just going by this button, look now, and you see your personal dashboard of what you have already staked, your rewards, etc. And here you have several options for how long you want to stake your Guru tokens. As you see, we have I can wait drop with the 12 months lock period, wait some drop with the 6 months lock period, and the rapid one only for 1 month. And yeah, that's it. We have this like leaderboard section, like tires with all your staking data information. And yeah, I'm going to show you how you can do that from the very beginning. First of all, let's start with this rapid drop.
And I would just stop you at some points to
Okay.
clarify what's going on in there. So basically, you have different chests, and depending on your idea of like how you want to jump in one or another, and for how long you want to stake some guru, or jump into particular chest because you want particular stake in airdrop based on which early adopter you are. You can start utilizing those different options, and when you get in them, you have a clear description, and if you can click on it, you have clear description of all the terms and everything what's around, and then you jump in, you continue to stake in, and the whole process is like what we've been building, and you guys are welcome to jump in as well. But Rodion, to you.
So I just have started the rapid drop with the lock period for 1 month. And first of all, you need to connect your external wallet. If you haven't yet, yeah, you can do that with the Reown app kit, and then continue to the next step.
One thing, why you need to connect external wallet, because to prove that you're early adopter, you have to have a season NFT, and that's basically what's going on in there.
On my external wallet, I have participated. I minted Guru DAO NFTs, spooky NFTs, if you remember, on Halloween. So yeah, and I have all of them here, and I select let's say a spooky Guru, and then I'm going to transfer this spooky Guru NFT from my external wallet to our internal wallet. Yeah, we're doing it like just now. Transferring this NFT, signing the transaction,
And
just like a regular.
And that happens because you stake in your NFT along with Guru to actually participate in the program. And when you unstaking both, and you would be able to participate in another program with your NFTs. And yeah, because our internal wallet, it's the thing which we utilize to modify the stakes, to basically to give you rewards and everything. That's why you need to first transfer it to internal wallet, and that's actually introducing everyone into account abstraction of ours, which again we've developed in our partnership with ThirdWeb, and that's one of the use cases it allows.
Yeah, so I have just transferred the NFT from my external wallet to internal wallet, and we see it here. We select this NFT that we're going to stake. Next step, we're getting your Guru balance, and the minimum minimum required amount of Gurus to stake is 10,000, and we are going. And you see all others, terms of the rapid stake, and we are going to, stake this amount, stake to earn AI Guru. Under the hood, we are getting allowance of Guru token. If it's not enough, we are approving Guru token without like your actions outside the application. All is happening just under the hood with the command process system, and yeah, now we just approved the necessary amount of Guru token for the staking contract, and now we approve your NFT to be staked. So all you need, just wait. We do all the job behind the scenes. You see the statuses, they are changed with the, like from the step to step.
So now you are gotten to staking, and how do you check and how much you earning? What's the process in there? Like how much
Oh,
AI Guru power you earning when you staked, and to actually distribute it further down the line into the apps.
oh, you see that you'll see that on the after the transaction, you'll see your like dashboard, and this is pending rewards which are updated in live mode, and yeah, I could see in 30 days you can stake your gurus with NFT or claim rewards. I don't know what else to say about this, but yeah, we see.
So it's updated every time you get into it, and
Yeah,
that's how it
you
works.
you
Oh,
see
you
how
already.
it increases.
And by the way, immediately after you stake, you start and getting rewards. And in
Yep.
2 days, we started unblocking the way to use those rewards. Can you scroll down a bit? So
Yeah, this.
here we have in 2 days starting. We have another proposal right now on the voting, which you guys, when you're supporting, we would start hooking up more and more ecosystem apps into it. So you can actually utilize your AI Guru, which is stored from the staking, as well as you can start stake to earn your airdrop if you're early adopter.
Okay, what
Well,
do they
I
say
have
here?
a little detail. If you need NFT to make sure that you're early adopter, there is links in comments and replies to this stream to all our official collections. And some of them, I don't know for how long, are on sale.
Right now, I just claimed the tiny little piece of the rewards I can get immediately right now, and yeah, we see this transaction with 5 AI Guru tokens that are on my internal wallet, and then in a few, you see now the updated state of my current staking, and in a few days, yeah, I can use them here to make a new stake, like a restaking of the AI Guru token. So yeah, guys, everyone who has Guru in your wallets, welcome to the staking page, and yeah, you can get benefits right here, right now, with different tiers of the staking program. Staking program.
Cool. And by the way, guys, we have a long live AMA today, and Yara right now just hooking up another guest who's coming from the VC side of things, and so on. And and today's plan is to basically show everything we've got, which is like early adopters program. Then we have this staking program, which gives you rewards, and so on and so forth. And Wizard, of course, Wizard is coming down the line. We will go through some quests as well, and we also have a special guest from a Squid community who's coming, I believe, in 30 minutes ish, and we will be talking about how Guru actually planning to use Squid to power up our another product, which is spread across 18 chains. Who's running that? It's our Block Explorer. We would be open sourcing our Block Explorer and opening it for Squid development, so we can start powering it up by Squids. That's coming a little bit next. This technical session and Wizard section with the launcher. Rodion, thanks for the good presentation. It looks like staking already started and people actually figured out how to
Yes.
do it. And I believe you should go and work with the team, monitor with people how it all looks. It's actually a huge deal, you know, not just to deliver the feature, but actually do all the SRE around it so it actually works.
Yeah, so we're going to track the feedback from our users. Yeah, well, you're welcome, guys. Tell us if you have some questions, we'll help you. Like I said in the very beginning, you have this little dashboard, and just right on this stream, we just have staked some gurus, and we have the updated data, and you see it like almost in real time. So yeah, guys, you're welcome.
I
Join
think
us.
really important part here is to really dive into AI gurus. I think we're gonna have a lot of questions around what is AI guru, how does it work, what is it for, and while we're waiting for the next guest, which might take a little while, I think this is a perfect opportunity to kind of dive into that, really break it down. Like we said, it's not a short news stream; it's a long stream where we can actually dive deep into bigger subject. Rodion, if you want to stay, would love to have you here, diving deeper into the AI gurus. Anybody wants to kick it off and kind of give an intro of AI guru? What is it for and how it works?
Yeah, I would go through the great posts of Snark Scout on our blog and actually show. We would go through all the things and actually introduce what's you getting into with all the staking. So it's
Should we show our brain rot little movie?
oh yeah, let's do this. Let's engage people. Do you have it in place?
Give me just a second to present this. Well, basically, it will be with my narration, so it's not all fun and games. You probably have to suffer a bit.
And by the way, everyone are welcome to go to Blue Guru Network AI, and there is like who's into reading and stuff. There is vote on proposal, empowers the Guru ecosystem. The whole description of how AI Guru works, how it actually, how those rewards allowing you to participate further in Guru ecosystem and basically vote for particular projects and then get rewarded from them in different forms. Based on your Guru participations already and based on your Guru adoption. So yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, let's get it started. So there is Guru Network. Guru Network builds agents, a lot of agents. Guru Network also builds apps. What if we put some AI agents into the app and send it, let's say, to the moon? After arriving, they can find something really, really rare on this planet. It's product market fit. And after that, they can send the fruits of this product market fit back to Earth to a node operator. But wait, how to become node operator? Well, to become node operator, you can kind of take part in a future node sale where we can sell agents and apps as a node tree of our features. And after choosing the feature that you like, after choosing the agent or the app that you believe in, you can become a part of this app like a stakeholder, let's say this. And that is why we need AI Guru. And after this, I believe Evgeny could tell us more.
Evgeny, you muted. By the way, love the video. It was so fun. So cute. It describes perfectly what we do. I love that Guru is a factory that is actually producing both agents that go inside the apps and the apps. So I think this is really important because a lot of people might be confused of like, are we making the AI agents? Are we doing the apps? Well, both. And guess what? You can put the agents inside the apps, right? And this is where they live. This is where they operate. And this is where they need AI gurus in order to work and produce some results for you. And I'm sure Evgeny will tell you all about how exactly it works and where do you get the AI gurus for, and where the guru token comes in the play as well.
Yep, of course. And started from where you are getting AI Guru from. Those chests, that's where you're getting them from. And you see the first voting would start in 1.5 days almost. And that's where, if you jumping in, you starting earning AI Guru. That's where you're getting them to start voting for those apps, which would have their own tokens, and you would participate in it, and you would get airdrops in tokens which those apps would be launching. That's the first mechanic. The second mechanic, that those apps providing you particular features and benefits if you voted for them in AI Guru. That's what it is. And those agents and agents teams, those are working in the apps. That's why the whole idea and explanation thing which you've seen actually starting to work. And again, if you into reading and so on, go for it. There are AI Guru explainers all around, and we have a proposal right now which you can vote for, which introduces the whole thing. And there are already 100 votes in there, and it's actually boosted. So by participating, you are earning gurus, which then you can stake and then start getting those AI gurus.
Well, I want to add to this a very important piece, right, of the whole puzzle. And of course, everyone has their own sort of like vision of how to present this. And I think the more you hear, the better it sinks in for some people. The version that really sinks in for me is that all these applications, they require resources to run, right? Especially AI agents and the apps itself. And they do run on AI gurus. This is sort of the fuel that you need to power these apps. The more it's being utilized, the more fuel obviously you will need, and you will need to get AI gurus for that. The way how you get AI gurus is by staking actual gurus, and guru in this sense becomes an asset that brings you money, brings you resource, and generates that back to you, so that you can utilize that either selling into the general pool where these AI gurus can be purchased from, or you can utilize them for your own apps. This way, the Guru token becomes a utility, becomes an asset that keeps generating something in return. And AI Gurus is something you can dispose of or utilize, which I think makes ultimate sense for the whole ecosystem of the projects that we're building, because App Launcher is not the only thing that's going to be utilizing AI Guru.
Yep, and I actually usually I'm doing it at the very beginning, like going over our idea, going over what we've proposed on LBP almost a year ago. By the way, guys, almost a year ago, exactly June 6th. So it's like 1 month from now, but a year ago, we've set Guru Network idea into the public with this LBP, where we are raised 150 for our liquidity bootstrap provisioning, which we all basically delivered there. And then that's where we propose the idea of Guru network of agents orchestrated by our automation system, which operates in the context of Web3, of agentic AI, of user actions, and all of it together. And of course, we've put that roadmap in there, and that roadmap, that's what covered what we actually proposed to do in 2024, and that's exactly what we've done in 2024. And now with the release of the wizard, with the release of the framework, with those next steps in regards of staking, we getting further and further down the line of what's been proposed in our white paper. And again, here on April 1, 2024, we were like, oh, let's sum up DexGuru into something new, into what powers up our services behind DexGuru, what powers up our Bloomberg terminal, what powers up DexGuru, what powers up our Block Explorer. Let's productize our internal system into a new network of sorts. That's what we introduced, that's what we proposed, and now we are aiming for mass adoption of it. That's why we are put together all those easy to use tools like Wizard that you would be able to actually use it by your own, start utilizing the thing which allows you to build fast, and then promote those applications and agents into our ecosystem, which is, you see here, we proposed the AI compute individual agents ecosystem, which now getting more traction with our staking program. And again, if you guys into staking of Guru, if you're early adopter and you're looking to get an airdrop, check our staking part in here, go to Loot Now and participate.
I have to stop you at this second because unfortunately, due to some technical issues, you are not presenting at the moment. Can you please rewire this thing? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing the presentation.
Can you walk us through all the options that one can do? For example, I know what I'm gonna do. I will stake my gurus that I already have. I will start making AI gurus, and I'm gonna launch my own apps and just try to see what takes off there. Because Snark, like you said, it's right. Like the product market fit is mysterious creature, super rare. I think this is where the gold is. It's not about building something; it's about building the right product. And this is what exactly the Wizard is for. It's to be able to produce a lot of apps that its positioning, its timing, its market, its unique angle of feature, user experience, right? And when you experiment with hundreds of different apps of different approaches within minutes or hours, I think that gives you a chance to hit that product market fit, because that will determine the next big thing. And this is what I would do. I would get those AI gurus. I would just utilize that. It's a win-win situation because I'm not spending any more of my resource on this. My gurus already are working for me and providing me with those AI gurus, which is ultimate best solution here. But Evgeny, could you walk us through all the options that our community can do currently, participate in supporting, gaining, farming, all of that?
Yeah, and by the way, earlier you started working on your idea. Earlier you finding a product market fit, because that's a rare mineral. And the main thing for any builder, for any entrepreneur, is the speed of changes you can apply. And our framework is basically allowing you to get in there faster and to find product market fit faster, because you can iterate fast. And that's exactly what we've talked with Emmanuel before. So with Guru, you can participate as a builder, you can utilize our wizard, you can utilize our framework, which is open source solution. You can be partner with us like Utopia or Telcoin or other community apps we have, and we would be building together with you. And then you can just support our community, support our cause with your guru, with your participation, with your voting and governance, which we released today. And that would actually go towards the application from the other side. So you have a side of builders and entrepreneurs, which is feeding the Guru ecosystem, and you have community, which is feeding it from another side. And where both sides actually coming together, it's like Guru network. One side is basically getting their gurus, getting AI gurus, then voting and participating in future benefits coming from the apps which are built on top of Guru. And on this side, we have builders with great tool set which is provided to them. So that's how it's all combines together in one robust ecosystem.
Can you iterate more on the voting system itself? Like, what are people voting for? How would that work? Is it specific features, a specific app? How do they participate in the ecosystem? Kind of break down that more.
So ideas there are all around our application wizard. So if you want to spin up new application, Guru Network ecosystem, you're using the wizard. You're spinning up the app. It's like an app with basic features, which includes Telegram bot, which includes community leaderboard, which includes different actions your community can do. Then you are growing your app and growing your community, and at some point you decide, okay, I've built something here and I want to put it into Launchpad of Guru ecosystem. So I would grow my community even more from the ecosystem which Guru has, as well as this community can vote and can actually get me this jumpstart needed for any service of sorts or any idea of sorts. And that's where we come in handy from every direction.
So does voting include like depositing tokens, funding the project? How exactly that works?
Yeah, so you are depositing your AI gurus towards some particular feature or some particular application, and eventually, when application operator, as we've seen on Snark's cartoon, decides, okay, I want to go public, I want to launch this token, that's where you get in your stake in the airdrop, which is distributed by the operation runner. So when they're ready for TG, they put it into our list of apps, and we have like a top of the apps with particular KPIs, and you're making your justified decisions based on this. And then when you're voting for them, you are usually joining their community. You're figuring out who they are, because you can go through their details and do your own research, and you joining their community. And that's how you voting with AI gurus for the apps, and getting their token and rewards, but in the same time providing value you can bring to them in your actions, in your interest in their projects and everything. So I believe in future we would have like a categorized list of different apps, like in different sorts. When we were working on the launcher, we were talking about, okay, what particular cases we put on there already, which we already have. And we have like community app, like, app for which you integrate in within your community, where you have a leaderboard, and which you launch and using the wizard. And we have a second thing, which is like DeFi app, which is like this Guru app,
Right.
which you're using to distribute your tokens for incentivize people trading, incentivize volume, and all this kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
same
the
for Utopia.
example is like Utopia app.
Mhm.
And more examples coming, more categories coming. You're interested in something, you jumping into it, and that's how you're using your votes.
I think this is also a very interesting angle that I would love to iterate more on. Is we are really providing a tool for developers with low resources to take it to the next step, right? Because the transparency of all the data, all the metrics, all the users, TVL, everything that's involved within the app goes through the Guru network and opens up doors to many, many, many partners who would love to participate, would love to contribute, invest, and do other things. I don't know if you're saying anything, Evgeny, or okay, just making sure. The goal here is to partner with lots of networks, which we already have conversations with. And these networks will be launching our wizard on their network to boost their ecosystems. And they will be utilizing our analytics tools to have access to the project's data and metrics, and provide with grants, support, rewards, and anything they need in order for these projects to grow. So this is not just a builder kind of tool that allows developers build things and test them faster. It's also a launchpad, really, because it provides the set of resources, funding, and other opportunities to explode and grow your projects faster. And I think, like we've been talking earlier, all about the community support and how tight everything is. This is true signification of that with what we're launching here.
Yeah, and speaking of those kind of examples, we also invited Artem in here, and they are preparing Burning Meme for production launch right now, and it's already in production. It's like burning.meme, and you can launch your own AI meme coin, and it's all built on Guru framework as well. And participate in, what it is, Artem? Meme of the day?
Yeah, meme of the day challenge, which actually allowing any creator who's having just an idea and nothing else to launch their meme coin and gains this support of community. So what is actually happening? Let me show you.
Oh,
Share,
yeah.
share.
You want to do straight the demo, or we like what's the plan? You're
Yeah,
like
yeah. I will make a demo while we'll explain all mechanics and we'll show it like really
really,
quick.
I've listened to so many Yarrow like pitches when we've pitching like the whole idea of framework and wizard to our B2B clients and customers.
Mhm.
And he usually dropping those examples like Yarrow. How you usually doing it? Dropping those examples, you can build everything.
Well, I'm always saying building anything from NFT marketplace to meme coin launchpad, right? And Burning Meme is one of those examples of a meme coin launchpad that's been launched on top of the Guru framework. But I'll be transparent and honest that Burning Meme team did put a lot of effort into customizing those pieces. And it's just an example of what you can do with a little bit of effort, a little dedication, but it's all possible. And maybe even Artem can kind of show under or behind the scenes of how he built it, and kind of show that you can do the same thing with our framework.
Bring it on.
Yeah, we are here. So what we got there? We have a terminal to launch meme coins and have all an idea in your hands. So here is meme of the day challenge, and different meme coins are battling with itself for the crown of meme of the day. And if this meme coin gets this crown, it becomes tradable, and it's rewarding anyone, all participants, creators, and voters with airdropped tokens which been sponsored and purchased from Burning Meme side and just give away to community. And it's a first buy and boarding curve. So anyone can participate in this meme of the day challenge. If you are a creator, you can build it, build your meme coin and send it to voting. And if you're just a regular user, you don't need crypto. Actually, you can earn points on system, get some when you just sign up, and use it for this challenge, and then become a meme coin. So let's go through the process. I'll show it. So we have this some prompt which has been generated for us, and waiting for it to become a art. It will take some time while our GPU working and creating this art piece. And yeah, let's wait for a bit for that.
Well, can you kind of walk us through what should happen next after the art is generated? What's the idea behind it?
Once it's been generated, it's become it starts in voting stage. So we can see here.
I like the art, by the way. Sorry for interrupt. By that's a Tinder thing where you vote in right and left for particular app. That's a boomer. I'm imagining myself when in some situations that I'm coming there and literally going through particular things and just sliding left and right, and it's very catchy mechanic, I believe.
I got two comments to add here. First is to all our viewers is to kind of notice how Burning Meme project has Guru framework, obviously from the style, and you can see the same navigation, you can see the same similar layouts, but it feels totally different. It's a unique design, unique elements. It uses the same base while being totally independent, cool app. Artem, amazing app, love the product. And the second comment would be, obviously everyone's going to be like, how is this different from Pumped and Fun? And I know you love talking about it because you stand for a lot of things that it is a lot different. Tell us more, highlight it, showcase it. would love to share that with the audience.
Yeah, if you ask me what's the difference between us and pump.fun, that we build things different. So how we called it, it's actually a community first launchpad, because on regular projects, we have this scheme that you actually launch a coin. I tried it a few times, pump.fun, and it's actually a game of over time. You just waiting like 5 minutes or 10 minutes before you become rug pulled. And what's different here, in our system, anyone can launch meme coin without any funds, actually. If they have this idea, if they complete onboarding, they're already good to go to launch their first meme AI generated on voting stage. So you don't need anything. And then your meme and memes of other creators actually battling with itself, and all memes will be burned except one. And this one meme become a meme of the day. So from our side, we are sponsoring purchase for onboarding curve. First purchase of this meme coin is transition and airdrop all these purchase tokens to every participant. That makes creators get rewarded and voters for their participation. And they, that's an idea behind that. All you need to express your creativity is just idea itself, and that's it. So in our case, we are helping creators to gain their own community before making this token tradable. And on projects like pump.fun, you just waiting like when you been rug pulled, or maybe not, you're not sure, but if you got like a few hundred of followers in your meme, bootstrapped from the meme of the day challenge, you already have something to make this meme coin successful and moving again.
Yeah. It provides some sort of level of assurance, right? And collective interest in this meme coin, not just something that one person can control, it's collective community can control, right?
Yeah. The basic idea is that this meme coin actually got through verification process, verification by community. So because there was different memes on this voting stage, only one wins a day. So that's not much. And that means that this meme coin is like best one by the opinion of community who were voting for this thing. Yeah.
And what kind of tokens do you use to vote? How does this work? Is this points? Is this real token? What's behind it?
Yeah, it's arcade points burns tokens. You can get it by completing some challenges and by getting minting NFT. So it actually provides you access to different different services like social posting agent, and we are actually are going to provide different automation workflows for creating memes and buying them once they finished voting stage automatically. So it's what's covered by these points, and you can get it for free if you complete some tasks, or you can purchase this NFT membership, which will give you these points. Yeah, that's an idea. And for example, we have this meme being generated right now, and just in a few clicks you can continue, correct your ticker name, and
that's very cool. You know, in Pump Fun, you usually struggling what kind of picture you want to put or what it is, and AI here just helps you to produce all this. And as I see, it's in current trends, right?
yeah. So That's a meme of the day. That's a project which was built on top of Guru framework, and Guru framework itself, it's like a great thing.
But but when you propose those things, they get voted by the community, right? And then it became a meme which is sponsored, which is launched on the real decks.
Yeah. So when voting stopped and it's become tradable on boarding curve, it's waiting for a period of when market cap hits like 60,000 K, and once it happens, become tradable on dexes. Yeah. So
cool.
Start from small, start for free, and like any creator can achieve their goals and be supported by community and get this community without additional budget. Have an idea by itself. Yeah.
So here we have a great example of hardcore builder who's like grabbed Guru framework and built something very unique, very special with new mechanics, and it's launched on Base, right? And everyone can participate.
Yeah, it's launched on Base, and it's going to be multi-chain really soon. It's multi-chain under this core. We need to launch these additional options, but it's almost already there. Yeah.
Would you be comfortable sharing a little behind the scenes of the diagram of how it's built, how it's working together, just for those aspiring developers who are curious, like how can they make this happen, right? I think it would be kind of exciting for them to see a single element, a single mechanic that you've built using the framework through a diagram system.
For sure. For example, it's I would say my favorite part of all this.
I liked you without hesitation, not even like trying to open the model, not even like saying, "Oh, let me open the modeler." It's like opened already because it's a main working tool when you basically designing everything low code, right?
Yeah, and this is my sign up process. It is what it is.
It is very simple and comprehensible.
Yeah.
No, but I'm a developer, right? I'm like a hardcore developer who's like coding the code, like like myriads of lines of text, and it's usually quite comprehensive to explain people what's in there. And those diagrams, they allowing you to visualize, because that's how we are imagining everything in our lives. It's like everything is a graph, everything is a sequence of steps, and it's so natural for people to actually draw the diagrams when we even when we're explaining code to each other. I have a whiteboard everywhere, and we drawing the diagrams everywhere, and that's the tool set, right, Artem?
Yeah, that's a tool set. We have, I can explain for a bit. So we have user sign up section, and then image generation, which is been reused in different parts of our stuff. And there is some challenges, which is handling some verification. And there is a part which actually handle like paid NFT membership sale. Yeah, and there is like other parts of process which actually allowing people to get this NFT for free if they complete some tasks on our onboarding, and then get bonuses for sign up. It's like something 1,500 birds, I guess, at this point by completing this task, and we actually verify everything. And there is other part which actually handle how this voting will end. It's like meme can be burned. Sorry, it's not survived the flames, or it's become meme of the day. And once it's become meme of the day, we deploy ERC token, send these tokens to every participator, and then it's waiting to migration for DEX once it's hit some limits. Yeah, so that's basically it. It's like just sign up process, not a
Can you please show the whole picture?
whole
So
picture.
my irony was that this is a diagram. It's pretty complicated, but essentially comprehensive, because it can be like, you know, imaginable by you. But imagine if all of this, every part, every line of this diagram is a line of code, and you have to take all of these in your head, all the dependencies, all the variables, all the things you have to remember, you have to know, and in a huge text, you have to operate in it. And this thing just simplifies it to the 10x level, I believe. What do you think, Artem?
Yeah, it's exactly. So actually, what's the point of all the stuff? You can create this logic in easy steps, like you added condition expressions, like not much. Actually, so many people right now are working with different workflows like ConfUI and N8N, and it's pretty similar. It's become so popular. Like people who doesn't have any tech knowledge or education can actually start working and create a code right now. Already in ConfUI, in N8N, and Camunda, it's been there for like a long time. And right now in the new version of in Guru framework, you can create this very interesting and big workflows even without technical skills. Because for example, a little bit information, like if you see this person icon on your worker, it's become user task, right? And that's what's facing for users on front end. You don't need to create an additional form for that. You actually can fill up these forms, and it's making development really easy. And for example, if we need to check some balance, and we can use one of our workers which actually like get some information and pass it back to diagram, and we have all this stuff and knowledge about current users which actually launched on this process. So we can see this information, who's actually stuck in somewhere, and we can manage it. We can help people. It's like all the stuff in Guru framework. When you actually build stuff, you can build it really easy. And when you need to manage this stuff, you actually can see everything on this diagram, like where it's failing, how many people is there, and it's helping a lot. Yeah.
So it's not only designing the things; it's monitoring them and bringing production-ready product to you.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe that because of N8N and ConfUI, we are going to see so many people who is actually using the Guru framework, because it's easy to switch, easy to use, and people already know this no-code solutions, which actually can be this.
Comparing to those things, we are providing UI and community connectors. So out of the box, you have a UI which you're designing for. Yeah. By the way, I wanted to quickly show one of the main things we guys all came here today. It's like application wizard launching, and I'm going to start provisioning the new application in there. So Artyom, instead of going through this really hard route where you are actually like figuring out all the bits and pieces and then spinning it up, Right now, the process became much more easier starting from today, and I want to start it. And I believe Yaro, then we have another guest, right?
But before we leave it as a cliffhanger for our stream watchers because we have a guest. I believe Yara would be the best to introduce him to us.
Sure. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Andrew is part of the Victus Capital team, the VC firm we've been working with for quite some time. And welcome to the stream. We would love to have a conversation with you. We'd love to kind of pick your brain and chat about some subjects. I think I'm hearing a little echo from your end.
Oh, sorry about that. Is it still happening?
I think it's all good now. Yeah,
Oh,
perfect.
okay, cool. Well, hey guys, it's a pleasure to be here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the beautiful, amazing people watching the stream right now. I do apologize. I am on my phone because I'm doing a bit of traveling. I was in 3 different countries last month for 3 different crypto conferences. Now I'm back in Thailand, but I'm in Phuket right now, still bouncing around, but I'll be back in Chiang Mai soon. So how are we doing today, guys? It's nice to meet all of you.
We're doing fantastic. We're celebrating few major events and announcements that are happening today. One is our app launcher that allows different developers launch seamless apps within minutes and get going live without going through the headache of building the whole infrastructure, because Guru Network is taking care of that. Also, we have an announcement of our airdrop and staking reward system. So this is pretty exciting, pretty cool. I really wanted to kind of dive deeper with you into different crypto subjects. You know, you talk to so many projects, you have a lot of projects in your portfolio. I'm really curious about what is out there, what is the up and coming, what is exciting in the space, and then maybe we can discuss how Guru Launcher can contribute to even more amazing projects coming out. I just want to see what's really exciting and connect that to capabilities of the launcher to motivate our developers to build similar apps, to have a chance for success, because this is what it's all about.
No, 100%. And let me tell you, you know, we're super happy to be working with you guys because I think your launcher, it's going to be able to promote and support so many different projects, right? There's so many different projects that don't have the developers, that don't have the tools that they want to utilize to build the things that they want to do with their specific projects. So for you guys to come in and have this launchpad, I think it is amazing. Now, you know, in terms of Victus Global, Victus Capital, right now we are working with 100+ projects. Personally, I'll have weekly, bi-weekly, monthly meetings with the projects. I host the Twitter spaces, I hop on the streams and stuff like this. So, you know, whenever it comes to things that we're excited about, it's a wide variety because we're working with so many different projects right now, right? You know, we really like RWA. We really like AI. We really like, just in general, people that are building something that is unique and you can see the path forward. You can see the long-term vision, right? Because here at Victus Global, we're wanting to invest for the long term. We're wanting to have a long-term partnership with the projects that we work with. So we want to have something that we can also be passionate about whenever projects are building whatever they're building, talking about whatever they're talking about. So we can actually educate the people in our sphere, in our inner circle, and in our community about what these projects are doing. Because if it's not something that we can get behind personally, I mean, we're just not going to want to talk about it, right?
Exactly, yeah. I really wanted to hear your point of view from VC standpoint, right? In terms of this app launcher goes to so many different networks, because this is the goal, is to ship it to these networks so that they can promote it to their development community, and then we can just expand and allow these developers build better projects. What's the impact, do you think, is from, you know, VC point of view, having all these networks have a tool that allows developers just scale their apps? How is it going to change the Web3 world?
Well, overall, right, having it multi-chain, cross-chain, I think is a big thing already, right? Because there's a lot of different builders from a lot of different spaces that we're currently working with. But from a VC perspective, what I see, right, is that there's a lot of projects that either they have the funding but don't have the resources, or don't have both, or maybe they have some sort of resources but they don't have the funding to pay for these proper resources. Because whenever you're onboarding developers, whenever you're paying for all this different technology, it's very costly. And for you guys to be able to kind of come in, I wouldn't say plug and play, right? But it's gonna make the process a lot more simpler for people to build and interact on chain, on multiple chains. I think that it's gonna have a massive impact, and that's why we are so bullish on you guys, and we're backing you guys right now, because we see the vision of what you guys are building, and I think it's gonna have there's going to be so much support for so many builders in the space, and there's going to be a lot of people that actually need something like this.
I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. We do feel it. We were recently just discussing how this is not just a platform to launch apps and iterate and then hopefully something works out. It's a launchpad fully, because we have support from the networks providing grants. We have marketing partners who want to dive into these projects early. And one of the biggest value props is that all the data, everything that happens within these applications in terms of volumes and users and all that stuff, we have overall overview of the project health, if you were to say that, right? And the beautiful part is partners who can actually help can get access to that information and be like, wow, this project has 10,000 users within last month. What did they do? What are they building? It's exciting. We want to back them. Would you guys be interested in backing any of those projects, participating in this overview and be part of this ecosystem? Speak from Victor's point and overall VC point. What do you think?
So I think that overall, there's definitely going to be some synergy here, right? There's definitely going to be projects that we're going to want to work with and possibly invest into as well. But, from a VC point of view, whenever it comes, at least for us specifically, right? Whenever it comes to projects launching from launch pads, we need to see a few things first. Now, obviously, them working with you is a big thing. That's going to be like, okay, we're excited. They're already working with Guru. They're already on their launch pad. That's great. But we do need to see, some sort of foundation built, some sort of path forward, some sort of longevity. For them to build on your launch pad is already a great step forward, but we need to have some sort of resonance between both of us and the project to be able to back it, right? So I would say yes, in the future, we're definitely interested in speaking with some of the projects that are launching with you guys. Maybe not everyone for funding,
Right.
But I think that there's definitely going to be some synergy here.
I just want to iterate on what I was kind of presenting here is imagine hundreds of thousands of projects being built, right? Obviously, not every developer is going to take it from 0 to 1. Not every developer is going to take it from 1 to 10, right? So, but those who actually do, we want to put them on a spotlight. We want to put them in front of the partners, in front of the marketing teams, in front of the different resources that can be available to them. And it's not like these projects have to reach out to you specifically or to the marketing teams. It's the opposite way. It's the marketing teams being like, hey, we saw you're in top 1 projects on Guru this month. We would love to invest. We would love to support. We would love to do marketing for you. We would love KOLs to participate in this process as well, because nothing motivates more than having early support when you're nobody yet, right? And we can prove that, hey, I'm uploading a lot of updates. I am having this much traction happening months over months. I am being featured in this media and this and that. Us collecting all that data, sort of like an accelerator program, and then having access to amazing partners like you guys, I think that is a killer value prop for any builder who feels alone. Now they get the tool set to build it. Now they have free resource if they stay gurus and they get those AI gurus to power their apps. And now they have access to the bigger resources of marketing and funds. So I think it's a win all around.
Let me actually start it with the Wizard, because I just wanted to show you how easy it is to start an app with us right now, because that's what we're talking about in here. And that's exactly what creates bigger ecosystems to invest in and everything. So today we releasing the wizard, and that's what we are proposing in launch Guru Network AI here. That's the page which we are reshaping after this AMA, but that's where we.
I don't know if you're sharing because we're not seeing it.
Oh, again?
Yes.
Hold on. I would try one more time. Sorry, if you guys have line of talks right now, I'm just I'm just resharing.
Okay, maybe while we have a little bit of time for this, Andrew, can you share with us what impressed you the most on Dubai and all the events you were on?
Oh, you know what? So last month I was in Thailand for CBW, I was in Japan for Web3 Summit, and then I was in Dubai for Token 2049. And all the different events were like they have similarities, right? But being in the different countries and having that different kind of vibe where you're at, the people that you're meeting is really interesting. But for Dubai, I think I definitely had the most fun because we had 5 of our team members in Dubai, and we were all staying in an Airbnb like right by the Burj Khalifa, which was awesome. And we met a lot of great founders out there. Actually, we met a lot of impressive connections were made, like different projects, different founders, different VC firms as well. I think that if anyone that's listening has never gone to an IRL crypto event, you should definitely think about it. They're all around the world. There's going to be one coming up in Vegas. There was ETH Denver however many months ago. If you're in Southeast Asia, they're happening all the time. Dubai, I think, has another one coming up pretty soon. Singapore pretty soon. So definitely check them out. Like they are so much fun, and you wouldn't believe the amount of connections that you can make there. I mean, there's so many great people that are going there just for networking, not only to have fun as well, but to talk about their projects, what they're building, and everything like that. It's such a great time.
So true. Something I noticed about East Denver, for example, is there was like a major theme that was happening, right? Like everybody talks about it, and just overall the hype is around certain things. So for East Denver, it was DeFi AI, like building AI that can streamline your trading. And second thing was putting sort of proof of document on blockchain so that you can just validate anything, your driver license, social security numbers, whatever, through blockchain, and making that encrypted and secure. I think that's amazing tech all around. What's the talk at Token that you just been to? Like, what is the theme? What are people discussing?
Overall, for Token, it is kind of like, for the main event specifically, right? It is kind of like a Bitcoin catered event. So you had people there like BlackRock, Van Eck, like really, really massive players giving speeches like that. I was so. I mean, I listened to the BlackRock and the Van Eck one, and how they perceive the market is way different than us, because obviously they're working with billions upon billions, right? But it's interesting what you can learn from these different speakers, from like very smaller people compared to BlackRock, at least up to that BlackRock level, in how they talk about Bitcoin, where they see the future of the markets. Like it's so interesting because these guys, they perceive Bitcoin as like risky, and then Ethereum is like super risky, like if they're going to add it to their portfolios. So it was a bit interesting, the main event, but we also were able to talk to a lot of different people at different side events too, and the main event as well had a good networking, co-working space. so overall, like, yeah, the Bitcoin theme was definitely there, but I think the biggest theme for people that were actually tuning in and like coming as project founders and whatnot was just to network with great people that were coming to Dubai and talk to each other about what they're building. So it wasn't anything in specific outside of Bitcoin. Like, a lot of the side events were literally just catered towards networking, interacting with people, having a good time and stuff like that. So it was definitely more of I'd say it was a lot more unique compared to some of the other IRL events that I have been to. But in saying that, it was also a great opportunity to meet a lot of like-minded people because they were going there just to meet other people as well.
That's always the best benefit, to connect with like-minded people. But the reason why I'm asking you this is I'm trying to get sort of a alpha or inspiration for developers who are listening to us right now, is what kind of applications are potentially, in style or in demand. Because I'm sure a lot of developers that would love to build something if they found a good idea. And usually VCs are the best people to ask of, like, what's the idea? What should we work on? Because they're unbiased. They just want good things to appear. And if you have any advice or any direction for any builders that, hey, I think this would be a cool thing to do, and this is the good direction to move forward, please share. Especially if we can align it with our launcher, because we can build anything from like NFT marketplace to a meme coin launchpad, right?
Have you guys
Right,
seen
so-
the screen now? I can start sharing, or still have issues?
I think right after Andrew answers my question, I think we'll be good to go.
No, but you
Sorry,
guys
he was bugging out for me. I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Now you have issues with internet because you're freezing, unfortunately.
Cool. Sounds good. I believe it will be all fixed after Andrew answer. Sorry.
Okay. All good, brother. All good. So, I think that the number one thing right now, I think, like, if we want to get into specifics, like, I'll get into something very specific first, and then I'll get into something a little bit more broad that kind of covers with what you guys are building. But something very specific that we've been looking at recently is RWA, real world assets, kind of having like this different ways to generate revenue to add it back into the token. So RWA is a big thing with that, but in a broader sense, having something to bring in not only additional value to what you're building and having an additional revenue source, like, for example, NFT marketplaces. It could be a long list of things, right? NFT marketplaces were one thing that you guys mentioned that Guru can help support and build with. But I think that something to add to your revenue generation in general is what's going to attract VCs, right? Because we want to see long-term growth, long-term vision, anything that will actually say, okay, these guys are seriously building something really cool. They're not just building a token, which is totally fine if you are just building a token, right? But if you can add some sort of additional revenue, some sort of additional utility or use case, I think that's going to really be what sets apart other different projects from just the rest of the people, right? You can create a great cult, you can create a great meme coin, but if you can add additional revenue to what you're building in the community that you have, it's gonna have much more long-term value. So just speaking from a VC perspective, that's what we're looking for.
I'm super happy you mentioned that, because this is really where we are specializing, because we build out, one of the tabs is monetization, right? Like, if you want to do NFTs, there will be monetization strategies to that developer and Guru Network makes money off. Then there are fees if there are swapping mechanisms, and there are many, many other monetizations that are already built in. Developers just want to pick and play with, what we got. And I truly think that the next big thing will be sort of gamification of trading mechanisms and making into like engagement, I don't know, questing or some sort. I think Burning Meme team, Artem, that was just right before you, they got something right. They really gamified that aspect. I think another versions or iterations of it would be a killer app in the future. Hopefully one of you guys who's listening, developers, got an idea, got inspiration, go try it out, go try to build something. Get those guru stakes so you can farm those AI gurus and you can fund your own projects and grow with us. We would love to support you. We would love to have strong partners such as Victus Global come and help. Marketing teams come and help. KOLs highlight your projects. I appreciate it. Evgeny, do you want Andrew to stick
I
through
just
this part?
wanted to iterate a little bit on the wizard, which we're launching today, and we're going to start the app and in here. So Andrew, what would you say if we would start Victus app? We put together the Victus app community, and we right now going through the wizard. So at next step, it just explains that what inside the app, it's community leaderboard, it's account abstraction, which is this kind of thing, where you log it in with your wallet and you have your own wallet hooked up to it, and AI bot actually can control part of it, and you basically can swap with it. You can do different things, and then you launch in the things, and there are different teams in here, and we decided to go with just Dex Guru team. And then you provide in all your socials. You can change them later, and then you need to put the bot name and actual bot token, which you would add to your community, and it would start basically gaining the traction with all the gamifications and things. Because inside that bot, we have AI bot which answers all your community questions as well as engages the people and so on. And then we are launching the app, and application starts provisioning. It takes about 15 minutes while you waiting, but in the end, we're going to have a Victus app, which is fully spinned up, which is fully customizable with all those features we provided in Guru framework. And let's wait for it. And again, this is what we're releasing today with everyone who been able to spin up community app out of our framework, out of our wizard, and use all those cool features.
Yeah, just to add clarification to this, right, is the social app comes as standard pre-baked, but then you can customize it the way you want it, all the way to making something like Burning Meme. Andrew?
Sorry, guys, I was on my laptop and it's drained my battery, so I have to shut off, but I would come back to show the app.
Sounds good.
All good, brother. And you know, I love, and I was actually about to touch on the gamification aspect right before he showed that, but I'm glad that he showed that because I think this is awesome, right? Like going back to whenever I first joined, just like whenever we first started talking, I think that you know, having something to add on to a project without having to, okay, I need to pay this developer, I need to do this, I need to do that, and just having everything in one resource that these projects and these builders can actually utilize and customize and plug and play, right? I think is amazing. Now, I think whenever it comes to gamification, right, I think this is definitely one of the next, I just overall, maybe not even next, but just overall right now, I think engagement is the most important thing whenever it comes to communities, right? And if you can engage them in any way that you possibly can, whether it's through video chats like this, X Spaces, but especially gamification that basically anyone can access or utilize or play with, I think this is the biggest thing because I'm not sure how far the customization can go with your apps, but I think making it user friendly for these different apps and that anyone can basically utilize it, play with it, and engage inside of the community is going to be something that creates strength amongst different communities that are building whatever they may be building on the side. And to have this kind of gamification and this app on top of that with everything else is just perfect. So I absolutely love it, brother.
I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. We put a lot of effort and time into this, and currently we have this working machine that launches, runs itself, services itself. However, it still, I think, has a long way development for that UX piece. And you work probably with WordPress and Wix for the website builders. You can turn any website into a Shopify store, or you can do a lot of different pieces to it that like make it social media-ish or make it a blog, whatever you want to make out of this, and you can build business on top of it. Well, this is exactly the same idea. And next stages, we're going to be building that UI for different tabs, for different examples that you can just easily plug and play, pre-select what you want, have it in. Do you want to connect tokens? You can. Do you want to have generation of NFTs? You can. Just literally whatever your heart desires and your imagination. I think imagination in this state will be the key, finding the right product, right? Finding the right angle to things, keeping people engaged. Because with the tools that we got for engagement, for example, the AI agent that runs within your application communicates with your community, keeps track of the leaderboard, who's the most engaged user, who gets most rewards. You can distribute all of that. You can pre-assign all of that. You can create new level of engagements. And we as a company will look forward to see where people take this creation, because we're providing tools. And now we just want to see like the App Store, right? We build the App Store. Now we want to see a lot of different apps, cool, silly, complicated, super simple. I'm sure we're going to be hitting some ideas like on a level of Flappy Bird, or those basic games. They're like this came out of nowhere, but took the whole space, took over, and made all the news, the highlights. And we want to be the company behind it to support this.
And one thing, if I may touch on this really quick, that I absolutely love as well is not only are you guys providing the framework, the tools, and everything that the project or the builders may or want like right now, you're also providing like this kind of, I wouldn't say marketplace really, but this place where anyone can go find these different apps, interact with it, play with it, and help promote them through what you're building. So not only are you giving them access to everything that they might want or need right now, but you're also helping boost them up. And as more builders continue to come and more people start to interact, it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the OGs, obviously, the people that are just starting out now, are going to have that base foothold with your network. And as you guys continue to build and grow and everything, it's only going to help and support the projects that you're supporting right now. So I think it's a win-win for everyone. I think it's going to be a massive snowball effect. And this is just what I'm seeing right now, right? Absolutely. And I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
I think you got it right. We are just this is stage one, right? We're releasing a product that works, that you already can build, and whoever is a little more tech savvy and doesn't mind a little friction along the way, they will be ahead of the curve. They will start today, right? But some people will have to wait a little longer to be like, yeah, I need nicer user interface. I need more customizations. I need more modules, which I want to talk about modules a little bit, because this is one of the mechanics we're also launching today, is that you can request a feature or, integration or any part of this development. Community can vote and fund it, and we're going to be the one bring that to life. So if you're a developer who is like, hey, I love this, but I'm missing something. I need a connector. I need third web integration, which we do have, and other things, whatever it is, any module, you can vote. You can put it out there for the voting. Community can vote. And then if it gets enough votes and support, by all means, you're going to be having that coming. So developers are in charge. They do have the voice. They do have influence in this space. And I kind of want to call this like an accelerator, a digital accelerator, whatever you, Launchpad, right? All of that. I think all those words tied together, because like you said, it is all about exposure. And also one piece that we haven't really vocalized here is that we are working on how we can connect all the apps between each other. For example, if you're specializing in some theme or specific community or specific users, and some other application also has that, we would love to make that intro and make cross-referring quests or cross-referring experience from one app to another, if it makes sense, right? If it's going to boost both developers. So if you and your friend are building something and you're in a similar space but have two different ideas, you don't have to be competitors. You can be friends who collaborate, and we will build that bridge for you to make it seamless.
No, that's amazing, bro. I love it so much because I think that supporting the builders is going to be the number one thing, right? And if you can find a way to where anyone can build with you and get support not only on the building aspect, but on marketing, getting the eyes out there, getting the attention, the mind share. I mean, that's what's most important in crypto, right? You could build the coolest thing ever, but if people aren't looking at it and people aren't engaging and people aren't interested in what you're doing, you're not gaining that mind share. It's going to be really hard to kind of have a good go-to-market strategy and actually generate revenue from it because, you know, at least from the VC perspective, all the projects that we're looking with have that long-term vision to generate revenue, to make something cool, to build something that's going to last, right? So everything that you guys are doing, I think, just resonates with Victus Global 100% because we love to support the actual builders of Web3. And, you know, obviously with your platform, you're going to get all kinds of people doing all kinds of stuff, right? But there's going to be so many gems through what you guys are doing and what you guys are giving these builders access to that I think inevitably, whether you want to call it, like you said, accelerator, launchpad, anything that you may want to give the name to it, this is going to be the number one place where people, if they want to have these different tools to utilize and access, they just go straight there, they build it, they launch with you guys, and it's like that, you know, snap of the fingers. It's super easy, super like people just are going to want to use it, right? So I think this is amazing, bro. Honestly, like I love it so much, and I'm glad that you invited me here.
It has to be the full circle. Like something, I'll just give you a quick story of where it all started. I was at East Denver and I met a director of ecosystem growth of one large chain. I'm not going to name it. But I was talking about how do you even get the project to build on your chain? How do you grow the ecosystem? And he was like, oh my God, this is really, really hard. It's challenging, not because it's not enough developers out there, but you can't just give them grants. Developers who just get grants is not enough. Like, yes, money is good, but it's not enough support to do something. He said the biggest trigger for developers, successful developers, is helping them build a business. If they start making money with this, if they start getting traction, recognition, attention, then they want to keep building and keep participating in this ecosystem. And he said it's super important to treat all your developers like accelerator, like a class. You want to provide them with full support, not just have resources available, but actually guide them through to a successful project. And this is where it clicked for me personally, that I think is the biggest value, that we want to have successful projects on our application launcher, and we are willing to put all the actions behind it to really support that growth, to provide them monetization tools, not just telling them, hey, you need to partner with somebody. Let us go partner with that brand, with that company that you want to be part of, and we just provide you with plugin. So you can just click, and now you have that monetization way that you want it to. And if we become that partner that can have that weight and can bring those relationships together and can build better things that others can replicate and utilize, this is exactly where we want to be. So I'm super pumped. Thanks for coming onto the show. Thanks for being part of this, Andrew. Thanks for being part of this celebration, because it truly is. It's the beginning of something huge. And we're going to start with the basic level, and we're going to keep evolving, keep iterating and sharing updates. So everyone who is listening in, tune up, be ready. More is coming.
Oh yeah, brother. And hey, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm also happy that you came to us today. I wanted to ask the question, but conversation kind of goes further. When I'm on crypto events, I see two kinds of people. It's developers who are sitting in the corners and are very shy, and VC and marketing guys who are very communicative and do all the movements. Dropping some alpha here, guys. If you don't know, on the big events, you do not need a ticket to event. All the big event is surrounded by 50 to 100 to 150 little events. and all the crowd is on the little events. So all you need is just a ticket to the place where it's going. So if you don't know how to make your app, and if you do not have an initial idea, you can go to this event, as Andrew supposes, and talk to people. But what if you're a developer and you're kind of shy and not as communicative as we see? What is your what's your advice, Andrew? How people who are building can become a better communicator? Because you are clearly the great communicator. Maybe you have some advice, some secret technique.
Sure. No, I think my mind is kind of scattered brain right now because I've been talking to people for a month straight, like at all these different crypto events. It's like close to midnight here, so forgive me for that. But I'm glad that I'm coming across as a good speaker right now because I totally thought I wasn't. But during these crypto events, yes, it's important to go up to people and speak to people, but it is extremely awkward. And especially if you're not a very social person, it can be very hard, right? Like there's sometimes where like you're just walking around, like my number one tip, right? Like get out there, talk to people, do as much as you can. But even if it's hard, right? The one thing that you can look for is, let's say people are at a table, they're either standing, sitting, whatever. There's two guys having a conversation, and then there's one guy that's kind of like left out of that conversation, just on his phone, chilling, like kind of attentive to the conversation, but kind of not. Just go up to that guy, shake his hand. Hey, my name's Andrew. What's your name? Instantly, he will be like, oh, my name's this, that, and the other. Oh, what are you building in Web3? Oh, I'm building this. Oh, I'm building this. Like, and then the connection is made right from that, right? So I've had a lot of really awkward interactions on my end, like because as a VC firm, I'm expected to just like jump into conversations, say hi to people, talk about what we're doing, and that's all I've been doing for the past month, right? So you get better at it over time, and you'll be able to look for things like, oh, this guy's a little bit off to the side, or he's outside of this conversation, I could go up to him. But also, if you're not so good at going up to people, like, yes, I would recommend it takes time, just do it. But for a lot of people, it can be really hard, right? So what I would recommend is just get a table in an area that's not in a corner. I know that's a little bit like, some people want to stay in that corner, chill, have their little bit of a safe space, but get out there into a more populated area, get a table, chill there. And it's inevitable that at least one person's going to come up to you. And as you talk to that one person, they're going to have some other friend at the event. You meet them, then you get introduced to this guy, then this guy. It's like a snowball effect, right? So if you're going out there, you're getting out there, you're a little bit, not as social, just try and work your way in without, even if it's not just through talking to people, just try and have a good time and do whatever you can, right?
I want to add to this. You're absolutely right. I think another good advice is just be yourself and don't try to be friends with everyone. It's impossible. People are different. People are unique. Some are underslept. Some are hungover. Some are too excited. Everybody's in different space, right? But if your goal is, usually my goal is to go and meet one or two amazing people that are gonna really connect and talk about whatever I care about, just genuinely, I think that's a win. And usually takes about 30 to 100 conversations to find those awesome people. But also, if you're really shy and if it's hard for you to kind of get out there, go to super niche events. The events like really specialized, like, I don't know, if you're into data, go into super hardcore data event. This is where you're gonna find a lot like-minded people, and all those salespeople or marketing people are usually not interested because they can keep up with those conversations. So that is a good indicator of like, okay, this is going to be my kind of crowd. I can go and meet somebody there. And they're usually very, very smart and great people.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, that's great advice. You know, on if you don't have the Luma app, definitely download Luma. You could scroll through the side events list, apply for any side event. You know, like what was mentioned earlier, you don't have to go to the main event if you don't want to. But look, guys, I will say it's close to midnight for me. I really appreciate you guys having me on. It's been a pleasure speaking to you guys, and hopefully next time I won't be as tired and stumbling over my words. But we are having a Twitter space pretty soon that we're going to be inviting you guys this weekend. If you are able to make it, we would love to have you guys. And, you know, any future developments, anything that you may need from us going forward, we're here to help. We're here to support, and we're fully backing you guys. We love what you're doing. And we're just here for the long-term vision, man. So keep going, keep rocking, and we're here for anything that you need, brother.
So cool. We just got the Victus app deployed on the GuruNet, you see, and it's completely separate app. It has a leaderboard for your community, everything. So on your and the basic actions which you can add for your community, as well as way for everyone to provision wallet with your community. So if you guys interested, that app is still provisioning. It takes about 10 minutes to get it, 10 minutes more. But if you're interested in it, we would be more than happy to get to a Twitter Spaces and show more how you can have your own Victus app and manage your portfolio in there and do different stuff in there.
No, 100%. Let's do it, bro. Let's not only just for us, but show it off to the different communities, the different people that we're working with. I think that's awesome, bro. And you know, not only is it going to help support us, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of builders out there already that are working with us, and some that might just be listening in on the crowd that are going to be interested as well. So I think that's perfect, bro. Let's do it.
Andrew,
super. As we already spun it up during our funny conversation. Cool. And we actually have a next guest coming from a Squid team, who's our partner in data. And we declared that partnership a while ago, like a year ago. And it's all about partnerships usually, like with Victus Capital, like with Squid. So we already have a Barry waiting, and we would dig deeper into very deep tech stuff within it. With him, we would open source our block explorer so Squid can elaborate on it. So for everyone who's joining us, who's watching us, next thing we're gonna be like very techy in our live stream.
Sweet.
Beware.
Well, hey guys, it's been a pleasure being here. I'm going to drop out. It's close to midnight here in Thailand. Next time, I'll definitely be able to pop on and stay for a little bit longer. My schedule has just been super hectic. I'm catching up on a lot of work, a lot of business and stuff right now. But it's been a pleasure speaking to all of you. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks to all the listeners for tuning in. This has been an amazing live stream, and I hope you guys have learned something and are excited for what they're building, because obviously it is amazing. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we'll be talking soon, okay?
Thanks, Barry. Chat soon.
Super.
Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew.
Hey, Barry.
I didn't get to say hi.
Hi, Barry.
What's up, guys? I'm good. Oh, I didn't put my organization. Noob. Yeah.
You know how we're saying it in like Russian school, where I used to be, you know, being teached and educated. Get out and get in as a normal person.
Get out and get in as a normal person.
Sorry, some jokes in here. So, how are you usually introducing yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm so I introduced myself as a DevRel at SQD and solutions engineer, and I'm in charge of I'm heading the Boost program, which is like the SQD version of. Oh, thank you. That's very helpful.
Actually, what is it?
What is the Boost program?
Yeah.
So the Boost program is basically a group of developers that build on top of SQD infrastructure. So they build squids. Squids are basically like these indexes. We provide you with a full I guess, like stacked for building an indexer. So like an API, GraphQL, server, Postgres. So it's very, very similar to a lot of solutions out there for just like custom contract indexing, but it's very powerful. And we have a system of builders that are building on top of it, and we pay them. That's quite nice.
Builders of builders on top of builders.
Exactly, it's builders on top of build. No, but it's how it works. You know, you build you build on top of another technology. So the idea is basically right now for us is you have blocks, right? These are like raw blocks, and just noise, just data everywhere, and we refine them. We're like sculptors, you know, builders like sculptors in a way. They chisel, I guess, away and extract the data that they need. So on top of the blocks, you have Uniswap data, Radium, you have Launchpads, you have PumpFun, all this other data. So we extract all the useful data so that people can build even more useful abstractions on top of it. So like, for example, Dex Guru can use this data for charting, or like the AI agents.
Or Block Explorer, which we just discussed.
Or the Block Explorer, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Actually, thanks for coming in Belgrade. It's kind of crazy. I just start sharing this Squid data, and it's Squid AI, right? The data lake for AI agents. That's what you described.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, just to kind of explain what the data lake is. Data lake is this huge data set that we parse and basically distributed to a set of workers. It's like a decentralized system of workers. We have like thousands of workers right now. It's crazy. And so these guys parse the data to gateways, and the gateways distribute the data to the squids, essentially. So you have like this incredibly fast sync speed. So you can sync like Uniswap in minutes, basically. And you know, like you can do whatever you want with it afterwards. But it's extremely powerful.
I'm already forking Squid SDK, as you can see.
Oh, let's go. All right.
let's do it without further ado. You know, just get some real techie thing here. And by the way, it's very interesting. You guys have a great repo here. It's like 1.3K of stars and forks and everything. So when I see stuff like this, I fork it immediately as a developer. You know. And by the way,
Nice.
for everyone watching, hello Squid is a Twitter header, and where you can see all that stuff, and so cool. So what we gonna do today? What you envisioning? Like, do you want to how you want to organize our hardcore techie live stream? First
Oh my God.
By the way, guys, Yaro jumped off his BizDev guys, and this section of our stream, we were like, we would do some tech session, and Barry he came to our Belgrade office this week because we know each other for years already, and he was like, you in Belgrade, I would jump in and we would do some techie things. And thanks for coming. How was the Belgrade, by the way, throughout all those days?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's really good. You know, the weather's been really nice, and you guys have a really nice office, and you know, just like came to say hi, and yeah, the stuff you're building is really cool. So
how is the vibes?
How's what?
Vibes.
Vibes. I thought you said vibes. I'm like, hello. Vibes are amazing. The vibes are fantastic. The view is incredible. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, that's our balcony. Yeah. By the way, everyone who's interested in some kind of internal Guru team teaching, usually the guy's smoking on this balcony. It's like a smoking place in our office. And Barry, throughout those days he's in here, he loved it. He's literally living in the place. He's like, I don't want to sit in your office with you six guys just crushing like crazy this wizard thing. It's just too sweaty, right?
Yeah, you guys need better air ventilation. But I think it's good for productivity. So whatever you're doing is, you're pumping the products out. So it's just me, I need my vibes. I need to max my vibes, so the cursor flows better.
Are you into vibe coding? I know you are. So.
Of course, yes, I am into vibe coding. Of course, I did the stream recently, like vibe coding, from this balcony.
Do you want to share with everyone your vibe coding link to a previous stream? Because I was watching it.
Oh yeah,
drop it in here. You see, post a comment here in StreamYard.
Oh
Just drop your link. Everyone would see it.
All right, I need to find it first. Hold on.
we need to train ourselves to keep the vibes coming and vibe coding like crazy. So for everyone interested, Barry actually came here several days ago, and we didn't know each other for years. It's in Belgrade. We had some coffee, rakia, some whatever stuff, and we were like, oh, you guys building a lot, and we've built a lot, and what we can do together, because DexGuru have those data products which we started from. It's DexGuru, it's like data analytics, and on top of it we have charting and everything. So when we do it for years, but at the same time we are pivoted of sorts like a year and a half ago into Guru framework which allows everyone to build fast products which are in Web3 and AI orchestration, in user flow orchestration. That's what you see in our front end and everything. And we are not that hard on indexing and data lake of sorts anymore. So we started talking with Barry, like what kind of product we have which we internally can hook up to Squid, and it would make sense to have it in the Squid family. And we came up with this, our block explorer. Let me share the screen, right? It's like we were selling block explorers for quite a time, and we have multiple partners for these products, like Telcoin, which I mentioned before, and it's in here. It's B2B DexGuru. Block Explorer as a service. So we are running block explorers for all those chains. It's Guru Block Explorer, which looks like Etherscan, but at the same time it's powered up by our warehouse and powered up by Guru indexation, our indexer, which is open source as well by GitHub. There is Guru Ethereum ETL, because it's a fork. It's the beginning. It's a fork of Ethereum ETL. But at the same time, we are developed it a lot to support 15 types of different dexes, like even comprehensive ones, like Curve, Balancer, all of this kind of stuff. Prices, volume, data liquidity. So we're an indexing business, and Squid is an indexing business, but it's not our main focus. But at the same time, there is this Block Explorer product, which is like full clone of Etherscan, because you usually in those clones you don't have the ability to see the traces, to see the balance changes, to see internal transactions and stuff. And for example, this was just a bad luck with this transaction. Probably I need to go to top tokens or something to see ERC20 stuff. Right, Barry, what do you think on this product? We're talking about it.
Yeah, I think I actually have a few thoughts about it. I think it's amazing, to be honest. Like you still get the same layout and the data that you get from the most popular explorers. Plus you get like extra stuff. Maybe you can show off some of the analytics that you guys built. Because DexGuru, from my experience, I discovered DexGuru like, I don't know, 5 years ago, so 4 years ago, something like this. And I remember you guys had whale tracking technology like way before anyone else.
You can still see it in here when you get into DexGuru, which is like our new version of it, with account abstraction and everything hooked up to here, which we just recently introduced, and AI agents working in here with access to the data, with access to the dashboards, and all this kind of stuff. But you started from this product, and those whales, turtles, and everything, you can always see them in across the tokens. So yeah, let's check Guru, right?
Yeah.
Guru today. Cool. Oh, that's a course of our AMA, and we see turtles. Why not whales? But that's the feature you were talking about, right?
Yeah, that's the feature. And it's, I don't know, it helped me a lot back in the day. I actually used it a lot to see which tokens were being bought by whales and such.
Yeah.
And no other charting platform had it, and that's why I came to DexGuru to use it. Afterwards, obviously, like all the big charting platforms, all the other charting platforms, you know, they also added these features. But you know, I don't know if you look at the dashboard, like some of the things are still not implemented in the competitors' products, right? Because like the actual you know, the actual meter of like proportion of, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, this is. I don't think that's
the coolest one. I'm not sure why we are lost it right now in here, because we're so focused on the AI features and stuff that we actually haven't brought those things there yet. So it's like a new view of it. But you saying it's the main thing, but we kind of missing it in new interface. So this to here, that's an action item, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Cool. So yeah,
there's definitely like technology that's just super unique to DexGuru. You know, some of the solutions, especially on the data side, it's just nobody else who can provide it. And I think it's a very interesting data. The reason I'm mentioning it is especially like from SQD point of view, because we're building an ecosystem of, you know, SQD.ai. We're building a lot more AI things in the background, and this kind of information is insanely powerful and valuable to AI agents. It's basically signals, you know. So yeah, it's just so valuable. Clean data is worth a lot of money.
So that's where we started dropping the ideas when, you know, when we were talking, like, okay, there are so many things in between Squid and Guru which are similar, but there are a lot of things which are different. And I like where Squid actually goes. Do you want to, like, you know, we have a lot of time. We decided to do this very long live stream. Do you want to go over like how usually demoing the Squid and what Squid is doing? Because I just demoed DexGuru and what we do, and especially from developer perspective. And then we would connect the dots. You know, you ready?
Yeah.
Or if you want to prepare, I can start open sourcing our block explorer and engaging community with this, while we can talk further.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I got Evgeny asked me to do this like a few hours before the stream, so I don't have like a lot of prep. So
No, you have docs on Squid, like overview and stuff. I'm usually
for
going
sure.
to docs, like docs.
I will.
.ai. That's
I
what
will.
I do.
Absolutely, I'll show you some of the stuff. So basic. Yeah, let me present. Share screen. 1 second. Entire screen. All right. Can you see?
Not yet. I would actually post this live with almost 1,200 people watching, and I would post it on my X now, like real Barry doing Squid stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the?
Oh yeah, we need to add to stage. You see, now we see it. Cool.
Squid. Fantastic. Yeah. So this is the home page for the docs. If you want to get started, I think the best way is just to going through the quick start guide. It's just a 5-minute thing. You just follow the steps. So this is basically like a template. We have a bunch of templates that we use, and we're adding a lot more. So this is to index all USDT transfers. All right. Yeah, so this is, yeah. Let me see, templates. Yeah, so we have like a bunch of templates. I'll show you them. I'll show you them a little bit more later. But basically, to kind of summarize it very quickly, you have a processor which you hook up to the data lake. Yeah, so this hooks up to the data lake to ingest the data at this really fast speed in batches. And then you add an RPC endpoint, which sucks in, ingests the final blocks. So the data lake is a little bit behind the head of the chain, but the trade-off is like it's insanely fast. So the final blocks, if you want real-time data, you have to add an RPC basically. And we have a lot more developments going on to basically bridge the gap between these two.
How the it's from Dex Guru perspective. We are going through like Dex's data and all this, like IMM support. How those hooked up there? How you building those?
Yeah, so this is
it's a modular structure, right? Don't hesitate. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a modular structure. So you said so this is basically the ingestion. This is you ingesting basically all of RPC data and which has been processed. And this is where the thing comes in, right? So you have logs. You go through all the logs and you get the transfers. This particular example is USDC transfers, I believe. So you get all the transfers, and then you just push them into the store. In our case, it's a Postgres database. So, and then you can have a GraphQL server, and you can query all this information as it syncs. This takes, I'm pretty sure it's like minutes to sync. So the speed is incredible. To be fair, like if you compare it to other solutions. Like syncing transfers, like USDC has a ton of transfers, but to sync all the transfers and then, build other stuff on top of it to analyze the transfers, you wouldn't be able to. I mean, it's very difficult. It's much slower with a lot of other frameworks.
Yeah, but where it's hooked up to in case of Squid, like instead of RPCs, where are you connecting to?
So this is it. So you have the gateway.
So that's an indexer, but you're running it on your node, or how the whole architecture works, or like how to
Yeah. So basically you have you can run it locally.
What's the subsquid?
What's the subsquid? So the squid is a process. So you run it on your machine, and you basically process the blocks, and the whole thing is run locally. Basically, you can self-host it if you want. You can switch out the database type. You can switch out GraphQL for something else, for example, a different client. And yeah, so and this is the final step. So you serve the data, and you can serve it as you can query it as GraphQL. So I have a playground. This is, by the way, this is Uniswap v4. So we recently built Uniswap v4 Squid. I can show it in a bit. And this is basically like all the data. You can see like token this is the chain appended. So the ID is chain ID, token address. So for uniqueness, right? Wow. And all this data syncs at the same time.
How many chains, by the way?
We support over 200 chains.
Only EVM?
No, we EVM, Solana, Fuel. I think I'll need to double check. We have a lot of architectures. So here in the docs you can see Fuel, Tron, Solana. We even have support for the Firehose, which basically you can use the data lake to as a source for data ingestion for the graph subgraphs. So you can use SPD for basically very fast data retrieval. But Squid is still the preferred way because it's just it's a lot faster. in practice.
But why it's faster?
Because we have a batching architecture basically. We process the blocks in batches and we store them. It's basically way quicker. The way the graph works, and a lot of other providers like NBO, they have individual handlers. So every time you usually you would define like a function, like a callback, and then you get the block, you process it, you save it. So you do like one at a time. If you use this system, it becomes basically incredibly slow.
Oh, because of RPCs, right? Or whether there's the slowest portion of it?
No, it's just writing to the database becomes much slower.
With so many blocks, we are Index Guru in our indexer solved it with ClickHouse, and ClickHouse, right? Like ClickHouse. It's all up database, which is basically processing time series data in the columns that gives the fast and everything. And yeah, we've told before that you guys at Squid also using ClickHouse.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have a few more exciting products coming out that will improve the speed of and the user experience of the whole process. So it'd be quite interesting. But this kind of highlights, the basic blocks of running an index and a Squid. So I mean, in this example, you can see you save the transfers and you can get them. So just to kind of show, we have like a bunch of examples here. So Uniswap v3.
As I was going to GitHub, can I just clone them and start building right away?
Yeah, absolutely. You can just clone them. You can combine them. One of the cool things you can do, because Squid is so fast, you can import Uniswap v2, v3, v4, do token transfers. As long as your database can handle it, you can do all this analysis. And we'll be releasing some benchmarks in the future, just to kind of show the performance. But and I don't know, like if you noticed, but it's also written in TypeScript, which is kind of very good if you're a TypeScript developer, because a lot of products these days are written in Rust when it comes to fast indexing, fast processing, and we've managed to stick to TypeScript. Just because it's so much easier to build. We have so many devs that come to us and they're like, well, honestly, I just don't want to. I don't want to learn Rust. I just want to do TypeScript.
No, like I'm a Python guy personally.
Yeah.
And the TypeScript is okay, but I believe every product should have like two things like mandatory, like Python SDK and TypeScript SDK. Do you guys plan to do any Python SDK, or do you have one?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think we have.
You know what I did with ThirdWeb, actually, because we were integrating with ThirdWeb SDK just recently, and they have like TypeScript SDK, and we internally have those Python workers hooking up to the engine. They have whole classes for all the methods with ERC20, like ERC721, like NFTs and everything. Hooked up to in their TypeScript SDK. So I put all those things, vibe coded Python SDK from TypeScript. Can we experiment today with stuff like that? Like grab the SDK of like a Squid SDK in TypeScript and create and vibe code Python SDK from it. and push it, and I would try to use it for something as a Python developer.
Yeah, I mean, the stream might take a little time.
So some real things there.
Might stretch a little bit, in terms of time to do that. But
who cares? Who cares? We're already 3 hours in there, and now Yaro, he's actually we had more guests coming, but they couldn't in time, and we can invite more guests. Do you have time? You in Belgrade, for fuck's sake, let's try doing it.
I mean, I'm stuck here with you, so I do. Yeah,
Let's
no, I have
do
time.
it. Let's do it. And I'm invite a friend of mine who's into development as well, and he would be commenting our things. Why not? Why not?
All right.
Hold on. I'm inviting him. Okay. Yeah, here it is, and another one. He's actually join for some real dev stuff, and we always have a team as well. But anyway, it's too much. We just need one guest more probably who would be into dev shit. So what do we have here? Do you have your cursor? What do you use for AI development? What do you use for live coding usually? What's your tool?
I use Cursor usually. So I use Cursor.
Why are you choosing it? Like over like Windsurf or anything else?
I think it's because it's got to be fair, I think it's got like a really powerful ecosystem. So you have like Cursor rules. I don't use them, but it's just I like to use whatever everyone else uses, So it's because it's just there's so much more educational material about it. So if you're using something that everyone else uses, even AI like eventually learns how to help you with these tools once it gets trained on this, right? So
so when you had the choice in Cursor, like to actually participate in data sharing or not, so you participated. Are you contributing to AI or not?
Are we contributing to AI if we use Cursor?
No. Yeah, like because I was installing it just recently, and now they have like terms in there, and you can check mark if you want to educate Cursor on what you're doing. And and it's like a tough question.
Right. You mean like? Yeah, you can. You mean like in the moment when you're programming, you can set a system.
When you're just installing it and first setup, like sign up, of course, they have this check mark which you pass in or not. And I'm just asking if you did it or not, because it's a tough ethical question. You're always thinking of, oh, what's they educating on?
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I just use Cursor out of the stock version because it gets everything done. It's just so good out of the box. But yeah, I think you can set Cursor rules. There are some people, especially like if you go to like Reddit or something, there'll be like people maxing their efficiency with Cursor rules, with system prompts, because you can change the system prompt here as well, I believe. I use it for convenience. When I'm flying, for example, I like to use a local model. I use OpenWebUI. Just to kind of have a conversation with AI when I'm offline. It's also really cool. But there's also like an extension, VS Code extension called continue.dev. That's really good for like offline development. If you have a power socket on the plane, like you plug in your laptop, because it's like if you run AI on your laptop, it uses a ton of battery.
How big is the laptop you're supposed to use?
How big is the laptop?
Things on the plane, on the plane, you're using Ollama or what you use?
Yeah. So basically, you set up an Ollama server, and then you connect. You basically like you get it running, and then you select the model that you like in continue.dev or like OpenWebUI, and you just chat with it. It's like the cool thing about Ollama, it just makes it so simple to develop offline.
What kind of setup you have? Like you have Mac, right? Mac Pro.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Like to run Ollama in that case, like to power up everything.
What do you mean setup in terms of like specification? Like,
Yeah,
I
like
think this is the
gigabytes
time
of
where Barry
GPUs.
shares with us information about how many RAM he has in his MacBook.
yeah, I have.
Really amazing for everyone.
Yeah, I have 128 gig of RAM, which is, I think RAM is probably like the most important thing for AI, running AI locally, because the more RAM you have, the bigger model you can fit. So, so yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, so you can, if you have a lot of RAM, you can either run a really big model, like 100 billion parameters model, quantized. You can run it locally with a very small context window, or you can run a smaller model with a really large context window. So like Gemma 3 is really good, and I have like different models I use for different tasks. So I have I use Gemma 3 for English, writing in English. It's kind of interesting. They're like these smaller models, people usually train them for specific tasks. And the Gemma models, they're really good at English. Like if you have a blog article and you put it through Gemma, it's going to sound way more natural from my experience than if you run it through ChatGPT. I don't know, it's just either trained on like different data or more literature maybe.
We're using Gemma 3 as a hood of Guru AI agent for the same reason, because it's good with chatting, and chatbot is the main feature we use.
Yeah.
You know, and then So what we're doing here? We cloning the repo, trying some vibe coding to do the Python SDK, or we following the script in open source in Block Explorer.
Let's open source. I'd say let's open source the Block Explorer. I think people have seen enough of the Squid.
No, but prepare for some vibe coding. Let's try it. Why not? For real.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
I need more Aperol for that. I need to get some Aperol.
I told you to prepare. Anyway, yeah. So with Squid, where it is, where I was sharing it. So we declared our partnership with Squid almost a year ago, and we started working on it. We wanted to hook up Squid agent to our autonomous AI agent and give it to our DEX and everything what we provide in new DEX Guru. So we wanted to focus on it, create adapter for our data warehouse. That way we can integrate that network into all that data across 200 chains now, and not only VM chains, but Solana is coming, right? Solana.
It is.
That side.
Yeah.
So we would be able to power up Solana from Squid SDK, and that was actually the game plan. Which we, because Index Guru, we focused on frameworks that much. We never actually executed. And now with Barry, we decided to reshape it a little bit, because we have this Block Explorer product of ours. It's like full Block Explorer, which hooked up to our data warehouse as well. So in here you have where it is. Here you have dashboards from our data warehouse, and those are community managed dashboards. So when you see them in your Block Explorer, you can drop down into Guru warehouse and see where it's coming from. You can edit the query, you can fork the query, you can produce new dashboards and basically tag them properly, and they would be published on Block Explorers, which is run by Guru. So this kind of Block Explorer tied up to analytics, and this analytics allows you to build pretty much any kind of charts, any kind of counters. And that's inside of Guru frameworks, that's inside of Guru products, and along with every app you're spinning up. So for example, Victus app, which we spinned up, we can go into Flow, Victus app, the Guru net, and see the same Guru warehouse powering up Victus app, which we today spinned up from our application launcher. Again, in here, in this Guru launcher, you can spin up the app and get it out in Dex Guru. What it is? Dex Guru. Hold on. Where I had it. Anyway, we had a Victor sub there, but same powers Block Explorer, same powers everything. And with Barry, we decided to build something with Squid. So Block Explorer, we decided to open source it today. And here we have a Block Explorer repo in Dex Guru. And you see in here, it's still a private repo, right? And it's our Block Explorer. It's everything you can imagine from Block Explorer plus connection to analytics. And with this Block Explorer, we're going to develop a new graph API, which powered up by Squid, which would allow this Block Explorer to be spinned up on 200 different chains, as Squid supports all of them. Right, Barry? Is that the game plan for us?
That's correct, yeah.
So I'm going in settings now and looking for how to make it public, right? Where is private? Change visibility, right? Change to
Are you sure you want to delete this repo?
Yeah, delete the Block Explorer. Actually, where we have it? We have a clone on GitLab. I have read and understand those effects, make this repository public. Okay, I need to hide this one. But I'm making it public and making a history. We are open sourcing the projects which are powering up our B2B clients. Some of them like Telcoin or CrossFi, and 18 other chains. Where is GitHub? 326.101. 326.101. Fucking hell, no. I did it. Why? But it's already not working. It's okay.
That's why it was called danger zone there.
Yeah, I was too focused on it. No, like next time we're doing it, shut me up. Because when I'm going through those things, I'm usually typing them and telling them. Anyway, hopefully no one stolen my GitHub. We have Squid SDK in here, and we have Block Explorer, which is public product, and it's ready to be spinned up and hooked up to any Squid. So how it would look from Squid side from there? Let's go with a game plan. How we can hook up Block Explorer to some GraphQL API, and we have GraphQL. Oh, let me show you GraphQL API. Explorer Graph. Yeah, here. Let me show you the thing. Which thing we need to replicate with Squid SDK. So we have this Explorer Graph Products Guru where this Block Explorer is actually hooked up to, and it has the whole scheme. And if we going to hook up Block Explorer to anything, the easiest way is to just replicate the scheme. What do you think?
Good luck. I mean, this is quite it's quite a lot of let's see, chains config. Yeah, you should be able to do it, I guess.
Yeah, but that's the plan from my side. What's the plan from your side? How we hooking up Squid to there?
I'm gonna be observing you doing the whole thing.
Yeah, but you prepare some charts or something? No, not really.
I can fork. Okay, so let me think. We can start with the initial Squid. So I would use a Squid template, and I would pick a feature that you want to replicate right now, because replicating all your functionality is possible, by the way, with SQD. It's just we're not going to be able to do it in the live stream. But
but we're trying to outline game plan for the next stream. So okay. I just published Block Explorer. I basically, which is a huge step actually. It's a paid product. So we have clients who's paying the maintenance for this, and I'm all in. And then we have this GraphQL API which powers it up, and this is from our side. and let's come up with components and plan from your side, and we would actually have a roadmap to this integration and a roadmap for partnership.
Yeah. If I were to migrate some like a big product like this, I would start with a small feature that you want to improve. If you want to like the performance benefit of SQD, I would start maybe with transactions. Let's think.
No. Any block explorer, just that first page comes with blocks and transactions. That's the first step, and that's what we can actually swap under the hood of block explorer to SQD, which we would develop next stream. So, what components we using to do this?
Yeah, we can.
Can you share like SQD? What it is? SDK. Everything starting with SDK. Oh, and prepare your cursor. We have Artem coming. He's a big vibe coder. He would like to see.
He's a big vibe coder. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. Like we are cloning SDK SQD with cursor and trying to outline the game plan to hook it up to Block Explorer. So AI is actually giving us the game plan. Why not? Artem here. While Barry is preparing, Artem, for like how you using vibe coding, what kind of tools are you having? Because Barry already said that he's using Cursor and huge freaking MacBook, which allows him to even fly with a cursor because he have a llama in there.
I'm not using Cursor actually, and I'm not using it a lot. Vibe coding in in this way itself. When it's committing something on repo, I was trying a few times, but in my opinion, might be a bit early for doing such a things. But you can get some great results in like something well described.
No, Barry will show some magic here. He's basically would grab what Squid SDK, and we would try to outline the plan to connect it to Guru Block Explorer, and that's probably exactly the task for the cursor in current, in current edge of things. At least it can describe and outline the plan which we can follow at our next live AMA, where we're doing this techie stuff and connecting block explorers to Squid.
Absolutely. One sec. Let me just.
So you need to prepare it. It's not a real vibe coding in the case. You're preparing.
Well, I need to open initialize the project. Hold on. Initialize the folder real quick.
No, but how would you describe vibe coding, like vibe coders manifesto? Like how deep can you go in vibe coding, and what's not vibe coding anymore? What's like, oh, you're like this old fart developer, you're not vibe
coder. Anyone can be a vibe coder. I don't think you need to be of a particular age. I think for vibe coding, the way I like to think about it is, you don't need to use your critical thinking that much. So it's about the experience. I think this is the most important thing. So if you find, a spot that you like, you feel romantic, it's like a romantic feeling. I need to vibe code right now, So you find a spot, you like a cafe that you like, you put on you put on your headphones, put on some music, get a cup of coffee, and then you just open the cursor window and you say, build me an app, I want, I want, a launchpad, build me a launchpad. And then you just start working, or maybe you start with the research. You just, you're like, okay, well, what does it take to build a launchpad? What stack should I use? Should I use TypeScript, And you get your ideas together and you're like, okay, just put it in cursor, build it for me. And then you just press play. And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, you just ask cursor again, What else do I need to do? So yeah.
Nice.
I-
So you got it working, the whole vibe coding setup.
One moment. Give me a sec.
So there should be like developers' Instagrams will post like feeling pretty today, a bit of white coding.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
No, yeah, and we are, and I believe we can cut the parts of it, like how to wipe code. What about wipe code out of this live stream, and put it together in the real wipe coding manifest and work.
Mhm.
So Barry, show us.
Yes. Give me a second. Yeah, I think the thing is I use containers for everything. So
Cursor. I would be white coding.
okay. No, this
no. Do it. You're already on the spot. But I would try to clone the repo with SDK.
Yeah, we can take turns if you want, because I think especially the thing about vibe coding or just like programming in general, you know, if you get stuck on something and there's like a long setup process, sometimes, you know, it's not very exciting to watch someone just like start a new project. You know,
No,
do all the boring
I'm
parts.
starting a new project. You see, it's cursor,
Okay.
and I'm just clicking clone the repo. I'm just squid SDK. I want to clone this one. And what? It started. You see, where it wanna put it? Source, new folder, squid. Now we're doing some stuff. Select. Okay, now it's cloning. Enumerating whatever. Show command output, right? Cloning. What happens? Done. And what? What we going next? Right? That's it. Barry, help me here.
No worries. Let me just I'll share my screen real quick.
Show editors. That's it.
Can you see me?
Open
So
up.
I've one of the things I like to do is I use dev containers.
Yeah.
If people are unfamiliar with dev containers, it's basically a way to create like you just run basically a container on your machine, especially on Cursor or VS Code, which has a particular configuration which you set up. It's basically a Docker container, right? And but the cool thing is, like, you basically develop in it, right? So you have an environment. In our case, you know, I think it's Debian, Linux, and basically you live like in this Debian world. And the nice thing about dev containers by Microsoft is they come with packages pre-installed, so you can pick a dev container which is like TypeScript plus Postgres, TypeScript plus Node.js, right? And you just run it, and you have TypeScript. Yeah, sounds good. It's nice. I think it's like a nice alternative to just managing like node modules, and say you want like a Python only environment. It's just clean. So what I just added Docker outside of Docker.
You're sharing as well?
Oh, sorry. I was sharing.
Yeah. Now you're sharing. I was sharing, and I actually got pretty deep. I already got into Squid, and it started doing me Python SDK for Squid. But go for it. Yeah. What do we have in here?
Yeah. So basically, like, I just wanted to show for people that are fan of containers. This is Docker inside outside of Docker. It's a good way to. So I just added this, by the way, and I can. I have to rebuild container. So that's going to rebuild the container with the configuration. So now I have Docker outside of Docker. So now the reason I'm doing this is because when you install Squid, one of the database is containerized. So since we're in the container right now, if you want to like a container within a container, we either have to like install Docker inside of obviously our container, and it's like a lot of setup, or we can install this just like this 3-line code thing, and it just kind of works out of the box usually. So let me just SQD. So let's get started. VM install. So you install the
Environment.
SQD CLI.
Inside.
Yes. Indeed. Install it globally. And we can start with the showcase, or we can find another which is actions. There's some fun ones.
There is showcase.
We can start with this.
It's separate. It's separate. How are you initiating it? It's showcase. Oh, you're getting the showcase in, right?
Showcase one. That's right.
So Squid init is actually extracting it like a fragment from a cookie cutter, different showcases.
Sorry. Oh yeah, this is a template, so you can.
Yeah.
So you have a bunch of them. Lab. Yeah, so you have EVM templates, EVM examples. So these are the templates can use.
Oh, and here we have like transactions which we need for Block Explorer. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. And the other cool thing you can do with SQD is, so you have off-chain data, and you're like indexing, right? So you need some IPFS data for. I would say a good use case would be, like Etherscan has a NFT page, and it shows like the NFT with like metadata and everything. So maybe you're like indexing all the transactions, all the blocks, and you need like some IPFS data at a particular block. So you can query external APIs or IPFS during your indexing process, and also store or access this data. So like, we have like multi-chain data indexing plus off-chain combined with off-chain data. So it's like, this fast indexing speed plus off-chain data. It's pretty powerful because I don't think there are many platforms that do it. Deal with it quite so flexibly.
So if we powering up our GraphQL API for Block Explorer, we are using those examples to basically create different queries in GraphQL API. That's the plan.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm just asking. Yeah. That's the line of thought you have, right?
Yeah, that's the line of thought. For GraphQL, so this example comes with the GraphQL server, but you can there are different GraphQL clients you can use. GraphQL. Yeah, so yeah, so
oh, so you can spin up the server.
This is for GraphQL.
Cool. Yeah. Well, maybe the easier way is to actually modify our Block Explorer to support the schema of Squid, if GraphQL server already included.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I need to double check because the requirement. I think the server that comes with the Squid is a little bit outdated, so we suggest using a different server type. But we can go through it. It's okay.
So cool.
Yeah.
And
there
what
we go.
PostgreSQL.
GraphQL. Mm-hmm.
Is
So
everyone
PostgreSQL.
using PostgreSQL now? Who want to have GraphQL?
Yeah, this is the default now. Or you can use Hasura as well.
I believe our GraphQL is built on Strawberry, you know, like Fast API, like Python framework for GraphQL under the hood. Yeah.
Yeah, because OpenReader has quite a few limitations, I guess. So, yeah, it's worth going through.
Cool. So now you get multiple examples of different kind of streams which we can get from Squid. It's transactions and blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now ask the cursor to outline the way forward if you want to power up the block explorer. Let's see the result. It should be able to do it already. Why not? Let's do some vibe coding in there.
All right.
Because we 15 minutes into it and we hadn't put any prompt yet, which means like we are bad vibe coders.
No, we're not. The thing about vibe coding, you're supposed to go as slow as possible, right? So that to really enjoy every moment of your vibe coding journey. You know, it's not.
The viewers number still grows. even after we switched to developers mode from all the business modes we had today.
Hey, maybe we just needed to slow down. You know, that's people. You know, people open up for a glass of wine. You know, enjoy the vibe coding experience.
We definitely need to enjoy vibe coding experience because it's already 7:30 in the Belgrade, and you wanna eat. I believe Barry is enormous on eating. He's like eating everywhere and huge portions. And you wanna eat?
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I can bring you a pizza while you vibe coding. We have a pizza in our office. It's cold, but okay. Let me bring a pizza to you. Give me a 5.
Give you 5. Okay.
And do some prompts. ask
some prompts. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I actually never tried vibe coding with just raw SQD template. Quite interesting. So we have the main file, and this one contains the processor, the database, and the logic for the whole thing. I would just you have the API, right, which was generated. I would just paste the whole thing into the cursor, and I want to build an explorer using this squid. What would be my next step? Okay, let's do this. Oh, it's an agent mode, so yeah. I mean, if we're vibe coding, might as well. Let's go. Just install whatever you think I should install. But yeah, I think it's
guys were so hungry in the office already that they got all pizza, so we have to hurry.
I know it's So right now it installed it in the wrong. Yeah, it's supposed to. Oh my god! I hope it goes. Look at this. Yeah, this is the problem with agent mode, I think. I personally prefer using Ask, like this mode. So
What, like,
if you didn't know, you can just go back and if you edit the prompt that you sent, it will you can revert. No, you can revert back before the changes were made, which is quite nice. Confirm search. Okay, so yeah, so it's got.
but what you ask?
Search. I want to build an explorer using the squid. What would be my next step?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So now it actually searched web.
Explorer, right?
Hmm?
It's got that you want to build a block explorer.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I mean, I think it knows, to be honest.
Yeah, but you know, can it just outline the plan in general, which we can follow next time?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, like we create a design doc for as a systems architect, as a senior engineer.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Systems. Yeah.
Architect creates a design doc to use the squid to power up the block explorer, and we wanna be able to build it in the course of an hour. I don't know, just put some phrases.
I want to.
What about those endings? I would give you $100 if you would do it, or.
And of course, we should put please to the end. So AI overlords.
My family.
Yada yada yada.
My family needs. I don't know. Just my job depends on this. Yeah.
My job depends on it. my job as a squid dev real depends on you, stupid machine.
Exactly.
Can it actually do some graphics as well, which would explain, like, you know, mermaid charts on what it's proposing?
I can definitely do a mermaid. I actually tried doing mermaid before, and from my experience, I don't think it's that great at it. Like, it doesn't get the. I mean, if you have a prompt, if you're doing like a big prompt, a detailed prompt, how you want it to be structured, you know, might as well. Yeah. It just feels like a lot of work. I prefer using pen and paper to draw in that case. But yeah, I mean, it can do mermaid if you want it. It's just you need to display it in a different software. Right. Oh my god.
So it's literally approach the problem not as a, but as a systems architect. Do you expect this from systems architects, that deep, like figuring out exact schemas and shit?
Yeah, I guess.
So let's go through it.
Yeah.
What we do next time with
1 hour MVP goal design. Outline the steps for building. This is interesting. Building MVP. Target user, developers needing quick way to inspect blocks and transactions.
Okay.
Starting squid. Hello, squid.
Fair
That's good. I like this.
Is it proper way to start working with squid? Oh, but but it's doing USDC transfers as an example, not transactions and blocks first.
Yeah, but you can get that, I suppose.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
EVM compatible blockchain, subscript indexer.
List blocking.
But does it actually asks us to store the stuff in database, or what it is? It's type of database, but it's like on Squid side, right? You can use Postgres, you can use whatever.
Yeah, it's exactly. So you can use. I mean, usually the default is Postgres, but if there's a converter, you can use a different type of database.
Other stuff.
Go Explorer front end. I mean, this is pretty straight.
We don't need it. We hook it up to ours. Skip it.
Yeah. All right. This is. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. I mean, this is probably how I would do it myself as well. Yeah.
And
I mean,
is this actually a squid-like data structure in those queries? How it's proposing it?
yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Type block, type transaction. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Cool. And there is a timing in there, all the way down. Just skip it. We would go through it next time.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh, okay. So that's what we develop, and we're not spending that time. We are generating using the cursor next time. Anyway, build and run. That's probably true. Build and run the longest usually.
That's right. Yeah. Build and run.
Cool. Actually, it outlines a plan for us for the next AMA session, which would be crazy techy and with Squid.
Yeah. I would say
I like it.
I like it too. Yeah. I would say getting the data right is the if I was to do this, okay, to get the data right, make sure it's sound, and I don't know if I would plug it straight into the Explorer. Maybe I would use V0 or something like this to generate a component and test it with this component to see if I can get the data live streaming. Yeah, and then plug it into the Explorer as this like isolated thing to see how well it performs with the stack.
Yeah, and then by the way it loads first page, we would see, right? Cool.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's correct.
Artem, do you think next time you would be vibe coding with a cursor? You see, we tried it. We outlined the plan. I believe you can ask to create Jira tickets for the developers. What do you say on this?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's literally, sorry. Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Generate Jira. Hold on, tickets for the developers. Let's go.
How many developers you need to change the bulb?
Yeah. Oh, it's doing it. Look at this. Ticket 1. Update the graphical schema. Yeah, I like that. This is a good ticket 1. Ticket 2. Configure. Yes, for sure. I like it. Oh, this is really nice. That was a good suggestion. Wow.
So those are our tickets for the next Tech AMA. So Artem, what do you think? We did a good job as a vibe coders here with Barry for the first session of it.
Yeah, definitely. I like this part where you get these Jira tickets, which is ready to implement. So it looks like he really get into this code he's operating in and created this next steps. And this is a huge step forward because once you have these Jira tickets, if they're correctly implemented and formulated well, you can actually start this vibe coding, because small pieces of codes which well defined will be implemented easily and more correctly and robust. Yeah.
And you can always assign those tickets to real meatbags.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Sounds good. I think for the next stream, we can definitely I can definitely set up the initial templates so that we can get started and implementing it, because I have a few containers running with different squids right now, so we just need to sort out with the port connection and stuff like this. But for the next one, we can get started implementing the tickets. Yeah.
And let's ship that Explorer. How many of those 1 hour AMA session we would need? What do you think to ship the first page with transactions and blocks?
I'd say 1, to be honest.
Okay, next one
If we're going fast.
Where are we having it as a result?
Yeah, we're vibe coders, not slow coders, right? Well, yeah. If we're prepared. Yeah.
So Squid and Guru, we open sourcing our block explorer and powering it up by Squid, which supports 200 chains, and we are adopting our block explorers for 200 chains in that matter. And you will have the same. Let me actually share today's context for the stream today. We actually have application launcher in here. Which is still working on Victus app, but Victus app is already up and running. Victus. Yeah, it's in here, right? It's up and running. We spinned up a new app with new leaderboard for the community, with new AI agent, with new everything. So the same way you would be able to spin up new block explorer, which we just open sourced from our DexGuru repo in here. Repositories, Block Explorer, right? Block Explorer. It's a new public. It's a new public product of DexGuru, which we are powering up by Squid on those sessions, and it would be new product which spinned up across the 200 chains with it. And with Barry, we already talked about what it could be with addition of Guru framework. It could be AI Block Explorer. Maybe at the end of the day, we're going to vibe code another AI which is proficient in crypto. So what we launched today, we launched application launcher with which everyone can actually spin up their own Guru apps for their communities. And then, we have 600,000 Gurus already staked. Last time we've seen an hour ago, 100K, and 351 AI Guru already in here. Good job, guys. Good job. Again, for everyone, it's Loot Now button. It's a Snark's idea. Loot Now. Why it's Loot Now, Snark? By the way, can you elaborate? because it's
a dream of every user to just dive into the loot box.
Yeah, and again, when you're an early adopter, you start in it and you see how much you earn of AI Guru, with which you're voting for the projects which we spinned up from a wizard. And you are getting AI Guru, and if you're your early adopter, you get an airdrop out of 40 million Guru pool in the course of a month or 6 months or 12 months, depending on the chest you're choosing. There is also referral chest which you can go through, generate referral link, provide it to your community, and basically everyone who's coming in there by your referral link getting your rewards.
Helps you to earn your rewards via referral chest.
Yeah, and it's a huge step for Guru Network. And coming to Guru Network, a year ago, everything started from our LBP. It was DexGuru V2, where we proposed the idea, we declared our roadmap, and we're following it. Now we added staking, added the wizard. We're ready for horizontal mass adoption. Today is a great day, and we would finish that stream, which was technical, which was about business, which was everything, with some reminder of what kind of projects we actually shipped within that year. And Snark prepared different videos from different IMAs we had. So Barry, it was a good technical stream. We agreed that we continue this. Thanks for doing it.
Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for having me. And
cool. Thank you, Barry. Those meat bags are already waiting for the tickets.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna add them to issues. All right, sounds good, guys.
So, Squid and Guru, we're doing it. Vibing.
Cheers, guys.
I wouldn't show hook chain.
No, not yet. Okay, bye.
See you.
Thank you.
some videos for our community, reminders of what we've building, Burning Meme, Guru, everything. And we are closing out this almost 4-hour stream. I believe it's kind of a record for us.
Okay, let's make some dive into the waves of our memories. It all started with the AI terminal. So let's see how this idea evolved through the time.
Zacrook is an AI-driven platform streamlining blockchain AI and user actions. It simplifies app development, focusing on innovation over tech competencies. Each transaction is part of orchestrated business processes, ensuring secure, validated actions. Integrating AI and blockchain, GuruNet enhances functionality, enabling efficient, contextually aware applications. Utilizing Chainlink CCA, it addresses blockchain fragmentation, allowing seamless process integration across chains. Future plans include decentralizing BPPA engines for enhanced security and transparency. BPPA focuses on AI model applications, incentivizing network participants. Guru Network empowers users with low-code solutions, simplify app development with drag-and-drop interfaces, pre-built templates that get accessible to all.
So we thought it was a good idea to make
That one was terrible. Sorry.
to make this completely with use of AI, and here we just see how AI evolved in 1 year. 1 year later, it looks really terrible. Let's see what was next.
DexGuru has changed from a trading platform to the Guru Network. It uses AI and Web3 technology to make data analysis and process management better. DexGuru V2 and its automations give a special experience to people who have the Guru NFT Season 1 pass. They are the first to learn about the Atomic franchise ecosystem and how the Guru Network powers it. On DexGuru, you pick Guru arts to generate. This creates a generation order that DexGuru sends to the Guru Network as an agent order. The PixelPact node reads this order and starts the generation process using its own AI processors designed with comfy UI and extra context. It sends the completed order back to DexGuru node, and then you can review it. You can regenerate the art, share it on social media, and earn an invite for the Season 2 NFT mint.
Well, any comment on that? How idea of AI trading terminal evolved into the idea of thing that is much closer to what it is now.
Oh, it's much better than previous one. That's for sure. Okay, I believe everyone already had a good time here. 4 hours. We had 2 presentations today. It's a staking for Guru to earn your airdrop for early adopters, to stake and get AI Guru, to participate in project voting in 2 days. You can also get into the proposal, and it's incentivized proposal. So again, vote and earn. And of course, Application Wizard, it's a way to mass adoption of our technology. So guys, keep tuned. Thanks for your time. And if you like it, if you like those really long ones with technical and with business, with product launches, do like, subscribe, all those things. And see you next week, as usual. Artyom, thanks for good presentation of Burning Meme. Burning Meme. Burning.meme. Everyone go check it out. It's launching meme coins.
Yeah.
And I traditionally want to thank everyone, thank Evgeny, thank Artyom, thank the whole team who was working around the clock to deliver all that they have now, and we will deliver more. And I want to thank you for your patience, watching 4-hour stream, and for your interest in our project. and for your constant support. And we will see you around.